does. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost. We're reaching for the stars. We're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow.
I need you again, so stick around. So stick around.
world around us. They don't need to know. Come find me where the sun sets and say you'll never let me go. You're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide away right now. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. Broken love. Broken love. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. They don't know how we love when we're lying close. With you, I know I belong. Without all eyes on us, you're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide away right now. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. You'll always be my broken love. We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost.
Search for you, stay on.
We're reaching for the stars. We're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too
again. So stick around. So stick around. So stick around.
Leave the world around us. They don't need to know. Come find me where the sun sets and say you'll never let me go. You're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide away now. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. You're so don't let it go. I know you feel cause you'll always be my broken love. They don't know how we love when we're letting close. With you, I know I belong. Without all eyes on us, you're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide away now. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. You'll always be my broken love.
Yo, what's happening? What's happening? What's going on? Sorry, I'm a little bit late. My phone died as I was coming home. Sorry, there was nothing I could do, y'all. So hold on. Lori Live 360 for the win. Get the 5 memberships. Wing 0 member for 27 months. Big Girl for Life gifted a membership. Mystic Butterfly gifted a membership. If y'all got some, please tell them thank you. Hello. Hello. How are you? Oh shit, Scrupulous Aristocooter. That's a good name. What are y'all up to on this Saturday night? What y'all doing? Let me pop this link in here real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm slacking, I tell you, slacking. What am I going to do? My God. I heard people were having a fucking fit over TikTok and CapCut. What the hell? You guys doing all right? Did y'all lose your TikTokies? What the fuck ever will you guys do without your TikToks? Right, hold on now. She said we should have a support group for the fellow TikTokers. Oh yeah, I heard that. Oh, Lemon Dick over there is really having a hard time with it. He lost all his bullshit. He lost all his shit. And I was fucking cracking up. Would it work with y'all for a VPN? I don't know. I have it. I don't use it though. I got a TikTok. I just don't use it. But they said CapCut was gone too. I don't know. Mine's still there. So I don't know. I guess I'll probably have to do the update and then it'll be gone. Hold on, you can't get into your CapCut either? Yeah, I just went and looked at mine. Mine's still going. I don't know what the hell. Hold on, I gotta get my son a. He enjoys watching your podcast, and I hear him chuckling often. He is 30 with autism, but loves to watch true crime. Oh, T niece, I'm glad. You know what though? I'm glad you guys are here. We like a good, we love a good giggle. Come on now. Oh, they're saying set up your VPNs to Canada. See, there's always a loophole. There's a loophole for everything. You just gotta find it. What's Tony's gonna do? Change his name to Insta Tony? Little Dick TikTok Tone? Oh no. Here we got the green team of criminals out on bond, parole, felons, real lifers, and sleepy jays. But y'all want to talk shit about us. You motherfuckers, you. You got the worst of the fucking worst sitting at your fucking table, and you got the audacity to talk shit about us. Bitch. I need you to sit your fucking delusional ass down. Or have your mom do her 5150. Whatever the fuck you guys are doing, get it done. Get it done. Fuck. We're tired of hearing it. All right, have you guys seen this? I'm sure you probably have already. They went through this already. We're gonna go through it too, but it's the Seth Rogers interviews and all that bullshit. Look at JLR. JLR's cracking me up, man. Damn, KDK gifted 50 memberships coming in hot. She said, I'm going to drip some honey all through the chat. All through the chat. Thank you, Boo. I appreciate you. If you guys got one, make sure you guys tell her thank you. You little sweetheart, you. You little sweetheart. You little sweetheart. Hold on, VPNs don't work. See? There you go. Thicker than water. I thought it was thicker than a Snicker. I'm just talking shit. My goodness, look at all the little green bumbles in here. I love it. I love it. Oh, hold on. Still has a TikTok in New Mexico. Go ahead, Texas Blue Bonnet. That's what I'm talking about. Guess what? I still got one in Illinois, but don't use it. I think it's because my phone ain't done the update yet. That's probably why I still got it. Otherwise, they're going to say this app can no longer open. Yep, mine's open right. Oh, here goes the update. Sorry, TikTok isn't available right now. Damn, there it goes. Fuck. I should have never clicked the damn button. Damn it. I fucking knew it. Damn it, I knew it. I should have never clicked that damn button. Whatever will BHB do without her TikTok haters over there? Oh my. Whoa, what is a girl gonna do? I don't know. I gotta pin this link real quick. We got to find the link here real fast. My goodness, I just dropped the sucker. There it is, right there. I can't believe you guys are all in bed at 10:30 on a Saturday night. What the hell? Hold on. If there's a power outage, would it not shut the stream down? A power outage would shut the stream off, but it ain't going to shut it down unless you shut it down. You got to come in here and hit end stream. If you don't end the stream, your live's going to keep going, just like Brittany's did last night when she didn't end her stream. When she fell asleep, Miss Snoozy Poon went to run her fucking mouth. What's up, Cheesy Wheezy?
Hi.
What you doing?
This TikTok ban is how they're going to take us down.
Fuck.
Everybody's melting down.
I know. I know. I can't believe it. You know what, though? I didn't think I'd see it come down like that.
No, I didn't think that would actually happen. But
yeah, it'll be back up tomorrow or the next day or something.
Yeah, they say when Trump gets in office, he'll extend it for 90 days or whatever, and then somebody else will buy it, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, there's a bunch of fucking. You open the motherfucker, and there's a bunch of for sale shit on there.
Huh. Like the TikTok shop?
Yeah, it's all over. I don't know why, but mine. I don't like it. I do not like it.
There's a lot more selling stuff on there than there used to be. Kind of drives me crazy.
Yeah, it's like you scroll and there's like shit for sale everywhere, all over.
Yeah.
You know?
I can sit and waste like an hour or so on TikTok, though. Just sitting there watching like dog videos and goat videos. And
fuck yeah, we can waste some time, girl. Come on now.
It's really bad.
Man.
Because like YouTube, I can set it down and do stuff. I mean, even when I'm on here with you, I can sit here and do stuff, because I'm on my phone. But it seems like TikTok, I'm just mesmerized by it, and I just sit there because you can't just sit there and listen to it. You got to swipe.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't really swipe on its own, does it?
No.
YouTube has the automatic play where it'll just play through.
Yeah. I'm partial to YouTube, so whatever they do to TikTok, they do.
Well, I mean, I think it'll be all right.
Yeah, we'll make her. That's on my community post. I put TikTok down to be continued.
Have you guys seen this yet? This little deal here on the screen. You guys seen this?
No, I
Case
didn't.
files for missing and endangered, and it's got Seth Rogers interview Proudfoots, FBI, TBI, Sumner County, and then it's got everything in here. I mean, when I say everything, it's got everything. Seth Rogers interviews, every single one that he's done, even the ones that are deleted right here. This one's gone. Here's the interviews, every single one of them, starting from the very first one on Pascal to the news to Pascal, Terry Lynn, all of them. Every link is here.
Did Body Movement put that out or what?
Every link he's done. No, I don't think so. I don't think this is hers.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm asking, has anybody else seen this? Or, I mean, what?
I haven't. No.
News interviews. Here's like the news interviews that he did, the Seth Rogers ones. Here's all of them. Nancy Grace. I mean, it goes all the way down. Down here is the Seth Rogers interview transcripts. Seth Rogers, Pascal. Look, boom. They have all the fucking transcripts from everything he did in his interviews.
Wow. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's got it all. And then
somebody put the work in, didn't they?
Yeah, you click on it like this and it brings you straight to the stream. See it like this?
Oh, wow.
You click on one of them, it brings you straight to the live stream that they were on or whatever one you click on. And then you go to the thing and see it brings you right to it.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
What a good resource.
Yeah, and it's got everything here.
If you're playing something, I can't hear it.
Yeah, it's Seth talking about he's not part of the police department. Did it not turn on?
No, I couldn't hear it.
Here, let me flip it back on again. It's him talking about working at the police department and why the police don't want him out searching.
If he got into a car, just so
Can you hear it
There
there
you go.
now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he starts talking about that. Listen.
And if I come up missing, they want to know where part of that sheriff's department.
Right. And that's a little odd. Right?
Leads me to believe that, well, if it ends, normally the scent ends when you stop traveling on foot. From my understanding, that would mean that he got into a car.
So, do you see what I'm saying? He says when the scent stops, it usually means you get into a car. So, I'm guessing he got into a car.
Right.
And then he talks about the police department and how he's not supposed to be searching. They told him not that if he's going to go search, he needs to let them know where he's going to be at, where he's going to search.
If he got into a car, just so I understand the construction site itself, did the scent stop in the middle of the construction site, or did it stop on the side of the road? Ah, okay.
They didn't tell me.
Okay, because I'm curious
because
how close.
I'm the most.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm not. No problem. I'm not part of that sheriff's department, so
yeah,
they're not going to share information with me.
Of course.
On top of that, I'm emotionally attached.
Right.
So they don't want me involved in the investigation.
I gotcha.
So everything I do is pretty much on my own. If I go search somewhere, I'm under pretty much orders to turn around and call TBI and tell them where I'm going so that they know.
Yeah.
Because they know I'm searching by myself. And if I come up missing, they want to know where I was last at.
No kidding.
Because they don't want me coming up missing and my son being missing.
Right. So as far as a few things, though, did you? I know you live. I know you live somewhere else, but you were still very tight. You're still very tight with Sebastian. So I'm curious. Did he tell you of any issues at school? Did he have any? Did he have any? Was he dealing with any type of bullies, enemies, anything like that at school?
Not that I am aware of. I am tight with my son. I moved from California to Tennessee so I could be close enough to go pick up my son.
Oh, good.
This is one of the very first interviews. I think it's interesting to go back and listen to it.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? Because his story has changed so fucking much.
Many times.
Yeah, and so as soon as you go to the transcripts, it's got all the videos. Like, look at this. So we're back over here, right? It's got his transcripts or whatever, and then it says down here at the end, go to video. So here's the video of it. Here's the other next transcript right here. He discussed it. He discussed scent that was picked up by the dog on Monday and tracked to the construction site where it ended. Seth stated that typically means they got into a vehicle when the scent ends abruptly like this. He also talks about Sebastian playing on his PlayStation, but that he only plays under his account with his dad's friends on there and doesn't play with strangers. So anyhow, it's got all this in here, and it's like I said, it's interesting to go back and listen to some of them.
Yeah. Is it only Seth's stuff, not the Proudfoots too?
Oh no, theirs is on here. From my understanding, theirs is in here too. It's and there's so much here that these look like the transcripts for all of them. They even had Terry Lynn's on there. That's Duke. Don't even. You ready to go to bed, buddy? Yeah, as far as I knew, the Proudfoot stuff was on here too. I don't know. I just asked. That's why I asked you guys. Have you guys seen this? Let's see. What's this last one? Fuck, this last one's long as shit.
Oh.
Web sleuths. That's why. Okay.
Oh. Speaking of Duke, I asked Lugnut if he could hold his bladder for a couple of days till it got above 0 again. he didn't have that, though.
Interview Proudfoot right here. So it says Sebastian Rogers, and then it says interview Seth Rogers, then it says interview Proudfoot. So if we go to this one, I'm sure it's probably.
Oh yeah, and they got Sumner County in. Yeah, nice.
Here we go. So yeah, here we go.
Wow.
Oh, here's the timeline. Check this out. Look at this. This is a timeline. Look, February 25th, 9 p.m. Sebastian went to bed. 10 p.m. Mom was on the phone with stepdad Christopher. February 26th, 12 a.m. Stepdad Christopher Proudfoot told Katie Proudfoot to get in bed because she fell asleep on the sofa. 26, 6 a.m. Mom Katie Proudfoot calls stepdad Christopher Proudfoot to say Sebastian is missing and report Sebastian missing. Like that, this is wild as hell. It goes over each step of timeline. 7:20, 8 o'clock, 11:17, 4:25. February 26th, the neighbor saw someone who resembles Sebastian near Newman's Trail at 4:45 on Monday, February 26th. Police confirmed it was not Sebastian. Here's the timeline, the search timeline right here. This is what, see what I mean? Like it goes over all of this stuff.
News 2 breaking news alert.
And breaking tonight, law enforcement racing to find a missing teenage boy, extending their search well past sunset.
It has been almost 24 hours since anyone has seen 15-year-old Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. The TBI issued an endangered child alert this afternoon. Now, several agencies have been out combing the area around Sebastian's Sumner County home, and they haven't stopped yet. News 2's Sarah Smith is live tonight in the beach area of Hendersonville. And Sarah, I know it's dark out there, but the search crews, they continue their work.
Bob and Haley, it's all hands on deck at this point. This community out searching in their cars, ATVs, and on foot for Sebastian. We know Sebastian is autistic. Investigators say he was last seen in the Beach Shackle Island area. He's likely wearing a black sweatshirt and pants. He's 5'5" and about 120 pounds. They have a helicopter up right now searching the area, and a dive team was here this afternoon checking bodies of water. Deputies also want you to check your Ring doorbell cameras or security cameras in case you see Sebastian. Now we're told that his family is at home, hoping for the best. Live in Hendersonville, Sarah Smith, News 2.
Yeah, it's wild as hell, ain't it?
Yeah.
They have all this stuff in here. There's Craddock.
Update on the search at this point. How does it compare to yesterday? What's coming up?
Today is what I'll describe as a redundant search. We have mapped out more search grids, sent responders out to specific grids. They search that area, they clear it, they come back, they get another search grid, and they go back out. Yesterday, we, for lack of a better term, we threw everything that we possibly could throw at this. I'll show you a picture of the map in just a moment. We absolutely obliterated covering the area where Sebastian could have walked off to. Obviously, there's a litany of things that could have happened to Sebastian, and none of them we can presume are credible or validate yet. So we're doing everything we can. Every lead that we get, we're following. If someone calls and says, hey, I think we saw him by the pond, we're going to the pond and checking. Nothing's off the table at this point.
Okay, and I guess the priority has it's moved from a 2-perimeter search, right, 2-mile perimeter, to now how wider?
We're at about 5 mile width right now. We keep, as we clear the areas, we keep expanding. We do get calls and tips from time to time, and we take some of the teams we have here, respond to that area, and either corroborate or invalidate the tip.
Okay, great. And we know that you guys earlier were saying that not discouraging the public from coming out. Is that still the same message now?
So right now we have enough first responders on the ground here that we can communicate with, that have the same training. They have the apps that we use to track, and there's a litany of reasons that it's important right now. There may come a time when we call on the public to come out and help us search, but right now we have plenty of first responders on scene. The best thing the public can do to help us is keep sharing it on social media. If you see something, say something. Call the Sumner County Emergency Communication Center at 615-451-3838 and check your home surveillance video. Just check. If you see something, call us. We'll come out and look. I think that that's going to be what breaks the case, is somebody's home surveillance video seeing something.
Okay. And at what point are people going to be coming out and invited to come out in those searches? I know a lot of people are itching to come out.
They absolutely are. Sumner County is the greatest place on earth. I truly believe that. We have the absolute greatest citizens here, but we also have the best law enforcement relationships in the county. We've got people from across the state here, the TBI, Tennessee Highway Patrol, Hendersonville's here, Gallatin sent people. We have plenty of first responders. So my urge to the public right now would be to check your home videos and stay rested, because when the call comes, we'll put it out on social media, and that's when we'll need you to come.
Okay. And then did you want to speak as well before we continue? Okay, I'm going to get you mic'd up.
In the meantime, is when you approach this search, is it different looking for a child than an adult?
It's definitely different looking for a child with autism. Yesterday, we consulted with someone in the first responder world who does emergency management, who also has children who are autistic, and she kind of laid it out for some things that I didn't understand or comprehend at first. She gave us a lot of tips and tricks. So we've had several calls from people with autistic relatives that have told us, hey, have you thought about this? And listen, there's nothing off the table. I don't care how crazy it sounds. If it's going to help me find Sebastian and get him home safe to his family, I'm going to do it.
And what are some of those considerations that go into looking for a child with autism?
Some of the things that he likes, what he's familiar with. We know that Sebastian likes cats. We were told that his favorite song was Eye of the Tiger. We've tried playing that to just kind of calm him and let him know we're here to help him. I'm sure that he could see what's going on here and be intimidated. But if he sees this newscast, I want him to know, Sebastian, come out. We're here to help you. We just want to get you home safe.
And at this point, have you guys ruled out any indication of foul play?
I won't say that we've ruled out any indication of foul play, but I will say that the family has been nothing but cooperative with us. nothing but cooperative. There's no indication of foul play at the moment.
Okay. How have those tips been of people coming in and offering up any information? Have you guys had any leads or any information that you can kind of share with that?
We've had several tips. One of the tips was that he was sighted off of Newman's Trail off Long Hollow Pike. We actually, when we got that tip, we sent a team out. We made contact with who they thought was Sebastian, and it was not. Again, that's a great tip. It could have been. So if somebody sees something, call us. Let us know.
And do you guys know, I know you guys were checking shoes last night to see if he was barefoot. Is that still the case? Is he barefoot? Because I know on Facebook somebody posted a picture of these could be his shoes, or is that so he is presumed to be barefoot at this point?
What I can say is that his mom says all of his shoes are accounted for at the house. I'm not going to say that he's barefoot.
All right. And how's the family doing? Just to ask, I'm checking with them.
Oh, I cannot imagine the struggle that the family is going through right now. I'm a dad. Director Widener's a dad. I don't know how they're handling it. I couldn't survive if something happened to my kids.
Managing all of this, what's been going through your guys' mind? Just kind of juggling all of these people and having people come in from outside agencies as well. I mean, what's been going through your mind?
Well, I think Director Widener said it best. Every time we debrief and talk about what we've done, we're asking, what ideas do you guys have? Because, I think I'm a pretty good law enforcement officer, but I'm not the smartest guy in the room, and I know that. So if someone's got an idea, and we've had some pretty good ideas come up, and we're gonna try everything we can. So keeping an open mind and doing anything we can to find Sebastian.
And then I also am told that he might be on medications as well due to his being on the autistic spectrum. What is that kind of looking like, and is that kind of upping the danger of the situation?
It definitely increases the volatility of the situation. The medicine was there. Obviously, to treat his autism. So how he responds to that once the medicine is out of his system is really not my expertise, but I do know that it's going to have a negative effect on him. So it definitely is increasing.
And then as people approach him, if they see him, are they advised to move slowly or call you guys first? Or I guess what's the recommendation?
I would definitely say call us first. If you're close enough to talk to Sebastian, talk in a calm, slow voice, let him know that you're not there to hurt him, you're there to help him. And hopefully you can build a rapport with him until we can get there and bring him back to his family.
About how many agencies are helping with this search?
Oh, we've got at least 10 agencies here. Yesterday, and Director Widener.
I'm Keegan Widener, KENWEI.
Did you hear that? At least 10 agencies.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's even Chris said that all hands were on deck. They had everybody from around there and everything there. Yeah.
Yeah. 10 agencies.
Yeah.
Searching.
But they're worried that they didn't do it right.
Well, we got these fucking midnight fucking idiots out here that have completely tried to reset the narrative here. So I think going back and watching some of these is good.
Yeah.
Because like Parole said, Betty's tried to make Craddock out to be the worst fucking sheriff out there.
Right.
Sounds to me like he was doing every fucking thing he could.
I remember when I first saw this on the news, it was the eye of them playing the eye of the tiger that made me notice the news article, Yeah. And I just thought that was so cool, that they did that.
Yeah, it sounds to me like he was doing everything he could do.
Yeah.
And it's really sad because he said, he is going to have negative side effects from his medication, from not having it.
Right. Well, now we found out that that happens more often than not anyway, so he goes to his dad's house, right?
Well, yeah, that's another thing too, is him being off his medication and on his medication and off his medication and on his medication, because by the time his mom got him on, back on it and back in his system and things going, he would go to his dad's and be taken back off of it.
Right.
And then, 3 days goes by and he comes back to his mom's house where he's, acting out because he's went 3 days without it. 3-4 days goes by to get back on it, to get him straightened back out, and boom, he goes back to his dad's and gets taken back off of it again.
And it takes time for that stuff to regulate in your system, and it's not just a few days that it takes. It takes weeks to get that in your system and getting it all right. I don't know what the medical terms are, but you know what I mean? It takes a while. So that poor kid might have been spiraling.
Yeah, it's very fucking sad, man.
I just give him sleepy time tea. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And give some coffee for his autism.
The NER director, Sumner County Emergency Management Agency. So yesterday we had multiple agencies. We had 220 searchers on the ground, and we bring them in and they go through operations and they get assigned to search areas. So we're using a search program to track them, and they lay tracks from their cell devices, and we know where they're at, and they complete those search areas. They come back and they get reassigned, or we reassign them when they're in the field. So today we'll get a count on that, but I'd say we're over 150 searchers on the ground today, and multiple agencies, and THP helicopter, and I'm not sure what the chief went over, Metro's helicopter, TBI fixed wing, over 10 drones. We've got 12 K9 teams here, 8 mounted units yesterday, horses yesterday, and 10 here today. So we're covering as much ground as we can, and we keep expanding that search area. And we have pounded the area, the neighborhood that he went missing from, and the neighborhood adjacent, and we keep expanding that out.
And with the anticipation of the temperature dropping tomorrow and a chance for storms, is that going to change the search, or is it going to have any impact on his ability to survive?
We're concerned about the weather because we don't know exactly what he's dressed in, and we could have some flurries tomorrow. And the storms, so the wet, and you lose body temperature 30 times faster when you're wet than when you're dry in the air or in water. And so we're concerned about that, and the chance that we could have flurries tomorrow and those dropping temperatures. So we're continuing to work with drones and FLIR, and we've actually utilized tactical teams, SWAT teams, the county ERT, and night vision that our operators have, and they've been in the field for many hours at nighttime.
Yeah, that was my next question. How do you guys operate these searches at night? I know last night it got dark pretty soon, and it's going to get dark pretty soon here today again. How does the searches go in, and how do you keep those effective?
Yeah, flashlights, FLIR, and night vision. Yeah.
I'll say we do change our tactics based on the weather. So last night we did that. Not ready yet to describe exactly how we did that, because we may have to apply that again tonight or tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And then at this point, what you were kind of talking about it earlier with the body kind of going into shock with these low temperatures, and you guys are originally set at 2 mile perimeter just because that's as far as usually someone will walk. But are you expecting at this point he'll be tired, exhausted, sleeping? I mean, I guess what are you kind of estimating there?
Teenagers are resilient. We're really hoping he has enough clothes on to stay warm, and we think that when he gets fatigued, he should rest. And he apparently doesn't sleep a lot at night, and he's more active at night, and is, probably sleeps a little more in the day. So we hope he's laying down and resting, and we just want to we don't want him to outwalk the search, and the ground.
Hold on, they're saying that this is the chief that passed away. Is this the one that died?
No, I think that's Widener. That's with the emergency.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Ground that he can cover on foot. We're working with that, and we're putting that into consideration when we create the areas of research.
And then who's helping out with the aerial researches as well?
There's multiple agencies. TBI's helped, Metro Nashville's helped, Tennessee Highway Patrol's helped, our drone team, North Star has helped. Wilson County is going to come help with some aerial coverage. The Sumner County Emergency Management drone team has been phenomenal. There's really no limit. If there's a resource out there that can help us, we've called and we've asked for it.
Pretty much every agency in the county, and then counties from across the state, quite honestly. And with the plea, and I think I heard Chief talking about that earlier, we have a lot of people wanting to volunteer, and we are really looking to put trained personnel on the ground that are familiar with search and operations and have the ability to perform limited rescue operations. And we've got teams on standby if we have a rescue situation. And so there's a lot that goes into that, and we can track these personnel a lot easier. So.
Are divers still on scene as well, helping out?
They're on standby.
They're on standby.
Is there anything else that you guys want to add that I've missed?
Continue to share the social media page. If you see something, say something. Check your home surveillance video. Those are really the huge things that the public can do to help us right now find Sebastian.
So we had a child walk up, a lady walk up today with a child who's autistic. They're from Watertown, and the little boy wanted to tell us where he thought Sebastian could be, and he told me very forthright where he thought he would go if he were lost. That he would go towards creeks, and he would go behind buildings, and the different things that he would do. And he told his mom this morning that he wanted to come up here and tell us where he thought Sebastian might be.
Oh, sweet. Did I lose you? Hold, please. Yeah, that was sweet. Where's Julie live? Yeah, right. I don't think she fell asleep. She might be having technical difficulties. Yeah, hold please. Yeah, I took over the show. It's a hostile takeover. Yeah, I can hold things down as long as you guys keep talking to me.
Oh, sorry. No, it's okay. My little cards.
Oh. She told me it was a hostile takeover.
She had to tell me good night. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. When
Yeah,
my daughter was little, I couldn't tell her I missed her because then she'd want to come home because she felt bad that I missed her.
Yeah, that's they're worried about me being home. I said, I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm an adult. I'm all right. I'll be okay. Yep, you're gonna hear my dogs snoring. They're over here sleeping. They're knocked out.
Yeah, the kids, they always worry about us. Like, what are you doing by yourself? You know?
No, I'm enjoying my time. Now leave me be. No, I just they crack me up. Somebody said, "What's going on with this?" What's going on with Bruce Castor and all the bullshit with the lawsuit? I said, well, I'm sure he's probably still involved in it because you can't just say, okay, I don't want to be involved in it. Now it's to the point where the attorneys, the girls have hired attorneys. They've started filing paperwork. You can't just be like, oh, okay, I'm done. I don't want to be in it. No, you got to file paperwork and take yourself out of it. You know?
Yeah. We will see what happens.
Yep.
None of us are legal professionals, so we have no clue, really.
Well, I mean, because I was in one, I kind of have a little bit more knowledge than, you know.
Right. Yeah, everything has to be done through the courts. You can't just, I'm done, I'm not showing up. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know. Definitely tough, that's for sure.
Oh, everything costs money when you got an attorney.
Shit, don't it though?
Every single part of it.
An email costs money, phone calls cost money. Fuck,
Yeah.
what doesn't cost me? You know what I mean? It all costs goddamn money. Yeah, mine called to tell me TikTok was down. Did I know? I'm like, yep, I did. You'll be all right. They are just having the worst time thinking because it's gone, you know? They don't know what to think.
Yeah, everybody's going to go through convulsive fits.
Yeah, I was gonna say Grant. Well, I mean, it's the same thing. Hold on, Granny will have all the scoop in the morning when she goes live. Yeah, she usually goes live in the morning times. Is she gonna talk about it tomorrow? Hey, Southern Ish, what you doing, girl?
Hey, Queen. Hey,
What you been doing,
Cheesies.
girl?
Oh,
Where you
nothing.
been hiding at?
I
We ain't
haven't been.
seen you over here for a little bit. Where you been?
I hadn't been hiding. I'm good. I
We've been missing you over here.
Well, thank y'all. That means a lot to me. I've missed y'all too. I've had to take a little break for a minute.
Hey, you know it happens. Everybody's got to take a little break.
So I was interested. I had a headache earlier, so I went to bed and then I woke up and then I was like listening to this. I'm happy that at least some.
You cut out, baby doll. Hold on, you cut out.
Sorry, here I am. Sorry.
Okay.
No, so what I was saying is I think it's great though that somebody that was listening to BHB could understand that this actual like Eric Craddock is not the person they're painting him out to be. You know what I mean? He's done a lot of things to try to help Sebastian.
Oh yeah, he has. I thought
Right.
that's why I thought that was an interesting clip to play because
I
he has
did
went
too.
above and beyond and out of his way to do what's right and help. You know.
Yeah. So I was just glad to hear that. I was like, well, thankful somebody has come around because, geez, he's done everything. I think they've done everything they know to do. It's just a weird case.
Hi, Southernish, by the way.
Hey, Cheesy. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're doing well.
Thank you. Yeah, it seems like they pretty much did everything that they could do. I mean, it really felt like they did their due diligence. But I do remember SF saying that they didn't shut down that construction site. That was a bit concerning, but otherwise,
Yeah,
it seems
because
like
he said the tracks that they tracked him to the construction site, and then boom, his set was gone.
Yeah, that was a bit concerning to me, but otherwise, it seemed like they pretty much did their due diligence.
I mean, in the first days, they had like thermal imaging, like even like a thing set down at the end of the road to make sure that people weren't out. And that's one thing that I like to bring up too, because these neighbors that were wandering around at night, they shouldn't have been wandering around at night. I mean, they shouldn't have
No.
been. They were told to stay at home. He even said it himself. He said, yep, we have all the help we have. Like, we don't need any more help. Just make sure you check your ring cameras and whatever and go about your day. And then that's it. So it's a little weird. There's just so many moving parts to all this. But I don't know. But go ahead, Queen. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just wanted to come up here and say hi and listen.
Yeah, and that Bobby made Chris out to be such a dick because he was like, "What are you doing here?" Because they weren't supposed to be there.
They weren't. And, you know, I could say a lot, but I'm not going to about her.
Right.
So I'm going to behave. Is Duke tucked in for the night, Queen Bee?
Yes, he is. As a matter of fact, I just went and put him in his little spot. So
bless him.
But I got all three of the girls sitting here right here. So I got my Frenchie, my English bulldog, and my other little dog. So they're all right here.
Love
Except
it.
for Duke. I took
Bless
Duke and the other one because listen, y'all ain't gonna do Duke like that. Listen.
No, I love Duke.
You start talking shit about Duke, Sleepy J, and we're gonna have a fucking problem soon. You ain't
My
talking about Duke.
gracious.
Now listen, Duke will tear your ass up. He'll want a treat.
They could have a
Yeah.
snoring contest. He might win. I don't know. He
Right.
probably
I was gonna
lose.
say shit. Him and
Hers is
Brittany will have a
worse.
snoring contest and Duke will take it home. All right.
Jeez.
He ain't fucking around.
Oh me.
I can't
Well,
get
Brittany,
Lugnut
I
to
know.
hold his bladder for a few days till it gets above 0, but
I heard you say that earlier, and I was like, gosh, I mean, it's only going to be like 15 or 21 degrees. I mean, it's going to be really cold. Very unusual
Look
in
at
this
this Tom's
area.
$1,000 pair of shoes.
Oh,
If you want to laugh, I made a Wake Up Snoozy Poon song. I sent it on Discord. Oh fuck! Let me go. Let me go find this.
oh, me. Mm-mm-mm. So it's how cold is it, Cheesy? Is it like negative? How much?
well, it's gotten warmer. It's actually 1 above now. It was below 0 earlier, but
Ugh.
it's my watch says it's 1 above now, so that's warmer than it was earlier. Earlier it was like 14 below or something.
Yeah. Oh my. Oh, I cannot. That's a lot.
But it's usually our wind chill is usually in January. Our wind chill can get down to, I mean, we've had it 40 below wind chill. So
Yeah, I can't imagine that. Like, y'all are amazing to live through that. See, I sit here and complain because it gets down to 13. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
see,
That's like a heat wave for y'all.
but where I live, I don't have hurricanes. I don't have tornadoes. We don't really have wildfires. We don't have, you know,
That's true.
earthquakes. You know, so I mean, I can handle the cold. Just put another layer on, right? Or
All
stay in
Look
the
right,
at
you
you
house.
ready?
being positive. Yes, we're ready.
Here we go. Snoozy Poon song.
Snoozy
Let's make sure
Poon.
this is up. Can you guys hear it?
Yes.
Wake up, sleepy Poon. Oh, what will you do?
Bless them. Can they hear it in the chat? I can't tell if they can hear it or not. I could hear it.
I can hear it.
Can they hear it? Okay, there we go. No, they can. I'm sorry. I thought they couldn't because they kept. Never mind. Go on, Queen. I'm sorry.
Oh, did we wake up Duke?
I hope not. He was snuggled into his bed.
It shut off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Just
the fuck
restart it.
happened here? Why? What? Wait a minute.
Wait a minute now.
All right. Do I need to keep this unmuted? Let me play this again. Can you hear it now again or no?
Yeah, I could hear it.
All right.
Counting dollars like a water fountain. Empty promises, no end. Hold on as I drift to sleep. Wake up, sleepy Poon. The dawn's at your door. When the slap hits, will be begging for mercy as you crawl on the floor. Oh, please, it's a humorless encore.
Listen, how do you guys make these fucking songs?
Who does make these? These are funny as shit. Like,
right.
who
How
made
do you
that?
guys make? Where? Teach me.
Yeah, it would take me days.
Huh?
It would take me days or weeks to do something like this.
Swear, girl, listen.
Lay out dreams in your chat room haze. Fishing for compliments in a shallow craze. Echo chambers speaking in praise. Will you break or live in the days? Keyboard warriors with empty threats. Trolling shadows place their bets. Streaming life with no regrets. Watching while your sunrise sets. Wake up, sleepy moon, the dawn's at your door. When the slap hits, will you still score? Begging for mercy as you crawl on the floor. Oh, please, it's a humorless encore.
My goodness.
That was good.
My goodness, indeed. I think we should come up with a rap for that. I'm sure there's an app.
A wop, wop, wop.
A wop, wop, wop. Yeah, something like that. There's an app for this. There has to be. But Snoozy Poon, whatever. Snooze and Poon. There's got to be a pretty good app for rhyming words for that. Look at Snitch and all the rest of them. They don't write that stuff. They just type it in. I can't. I'm trying to read where the chat said it was. They named the app for it. Go back to Hong's, $1,000 shoes. I think that's who said it. Was the name of the app. There you go. If you can go back up and chat, I can't, or I'll.
Oh, it fills in. He said it's all AI. There's apparently a site, and it fills in the words with keywords.
We can have fun with that. Sorry, that was rude. I laughed a little bit too evilly there. Yeah.
What? Hold on. Did you see Laura Lounging's new post grifting for money to keep doing the Ramsey videos? What? Say it ain't so.
He's gross. Little boy needs to be spanked and sent to bed.
I'll be right back.
Okay. My goodness.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's supposed to be cold as fuck. There's like some like super cold and chill coming through or something. I don't know, but it's supposed to get cold as hell.
And y'all just had all that cold weather, right?
Yeah, it stays cold here.
Yeah, but y'all had a big snow.
Well, it's gracious, I had a yawn. We didn't have a big snow. We had a little bit of snow, but it was cold as hell. The snow really ain't. It doesn't really matter too much. It's the fucking cold.
See, down here, we can't handle any kind of precipitation that stays on the ground, like frozen. So it shuts down everything.
Now, hold on. Why the fuck? Listen, Snore Lodge makes what, 10 to 20K a month? So why the fuck is he asking for money for anything? He makes, what'd he say? I make 6 figures a year on a history. Whatever the fuck he said.
I was so mad. You know, that night I'm sitting there watching. I was in the bushes, Queen. I was. But I was watching. And I was just like, for him to get off of your channel and then go on his and talk such shit.
Yeah.
I was like, who are you?
That was a straight little bitch move, wasn't it?
Yeah. And he lied. Like, he said he did not know Miley Cyrus's brother. Nobody, he never knew them. And then he said that, like, he was going to call. What's that kid's name? Her brother, I don't know his name. I can't think of it.
I think he said his name was Blaze somebody. Somebody got a hold of him that's related to Miley Cyrus. He's like, so if he asks you to look at something, you do.
You just get all in, right?
Oh, okay. So that's how that works, huh?
Yeah, but it's so stupid. I mean, then when I went back and reviewed some of his channel stuff, man, I think he had I think he wanted to be a singer.
Lore Lodge?
I think he wanted to be a singer at one
The
point.
Snore
Yes.
Lodge. How could he say shit? He's so fucking boring. He put us all to sleep. What's up, baby? What you doing?
Girl, how come everybody in this case got their hand out?
What the fuck is going on?
And I agree about the singing. If you go back in his videos, he's like got his little guitar and you can hear him sing.
Oh, I can't remember how many years ago that was, but like you could tell he really wanted to be found in one way or the other. Maybe.
I agree.
So,
Wow. Lord.
that's correct. How are you, Clue and Cletus?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm awesome.
He's awesome. I'm great. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just hanging out here with Queen. She was playing some good video. Like she found a very good resource for all the stuff summarized up. So
nice.
Yeah. Did you see it in the beginning, Clue?
No, I wasn't in here.
Yeah, it's very detailed, and they were just covering Craddock, and somebody from Betty's or used to watch Betty was like, Betty made him sound so terrible. No, he's not.
No.
He's done what he can. So that's where we were. Then we played the Snoozy Poon song, and now y'all popped up here. So
this is, I don't know. I don't understand. Like this little boy literally the other day said he makes 6 figures a year, 10 to 20,000 a month. How can you not afford to do videos? Like, it's nothing but time. I don't know. Whatever.
yeah, he's irrelevant, in my opinion.
All right, where's
When
this
you
at? On
can.
his community tab or something?
Yeah, look on his community tab. It's the last one posted.
Oh my God. You gotta be fucking joking me. Snore Lodge.
I wish I was. That was hilarious to me. I'm like, okay.
Listen. Oh my God. Well, let's just show this right here, right now. Let's just talk about it. Regarding the John Bonet series that you don't really know shit about anyways and shouldn't be covering it because you were what, 1 year old when this happened? You were a year old when this happened, huh? You were 1 year old.
Yep.
You were 1 year old. You were a whole year old. A whole 1 year old.
Oh, fuck.
So we're in a bit of a pickle. Well, no shit. You're covering a fucking story you don't know shit about. Probably didn't research it either. Just like the problem. You didn't search that either. I'm very invested. And I can see that many of you are as well. On the other hand, YouTube doesn't seem to like it. Either people aren't interested enough or the algorithm is just saying no. But the last two have done so poorly that we can't justify continuing them unless that changes. I very much want to finish the series, but I'm not sure how to remedy the situation. Well, then finish the fucking series. What do you mean? Finish what you fucking started.
No, he's got to focus on
talking
Tom
about.
and Sebastian. What an asshat.
What the fuck? But I'm not sure to really. Okay. I can't really do it as a paid subscriber. Only thing either, because I just don't have the time. I don't want to abandon this series, but I also don't know what to do at this point in order to keep it going. I suppose there's not really an announcement or question here, just kind of a message for those who are following the story with us so that you understand why it may not be as consistent as we intended once a month. Really? You can't do a fucking show once a month?
Nope, he can't.
Girl, he is busy. Don't you know?
Busy doing what? Sitting around in a maid costume talking shit?
Well, my guess is, waving a green
Sitting around
flag.
in a fucking maid to read my criminal record.
Oh, that was a hard watch. I could not watch him in that maid costume. I'm sorry. I tried. No. And then Clue made me laugh when he was digging at you like, if you did a little bit more investigating. I was like, bitch, she already did that. That's why she made the little cartoon of you. Do you not understand what's happening here?
No, he doesn't, because the problem is he thinks he's the smartest person in the room.
Yeah, he does. That's his biggest problem. That's his biggest downfall too. December was hard enough on us due to the holiday dip. Oh, like it wasn't hard on everybody else, Mister. 6 figures a year. Oh,
With
okay.
no motherfucking kids to buy for. Shut up.
So it may be a few months before we're in a position to lose that much revenue again. Oh wow, wow. Like anybody gives a fuck when you sit up here and brag that you're making 6 figures. Fuck that.
Yeah.
If you would like to help, we very much appreciate people sharing the series on social media, probably beginning with part 1. We'll keep them in a playlist, so that's easy to do.
Thanks, Aiden, for reminding us that we should start at part 1, dumbass. If I wanted to watch anything that you did have to show, I would not even be worried about part 1, part 2, or whatever else you have to say. He's just a little dick. I can't stand him. I cannot stand that little
Well, it
boy.
says tonight's live show starts at 7, but the big news is that tomorrow we release the first clip from our brand new store, a brand new show on History Unhinged. Look at this, 5.2K views. But you're worried that this John Bonet one only made 78,000 views? But you got one right here that was only 2.7K views. Oh, but look at this. Sebastian Rogers will bring you 291K, right? 2 weeks ago. So 291K, and your John Bonet Ramsey gets 78 compared to Sebastian Rogers at 291. Right?
Well, you know what? At the end of the day, he's just gonna be another person out here advocating for a little boy.
Little boy.
Advocating for a little boat and a
I'm
little
just
criminal.
here advocating for the little boy.
What's up, Amy? What you doing, boo?
Not my TikTok.
Out here advocating for a little boat.
I'm the advocate. What happened to Cap cut? Why did it get
CapCut's
banned?
gone.
Why?
Lemonade, that Lemonade app is gone. TikTok is gone.
No, but why is CapCut gone?
I don't know. I'm not sure, baby.
I didn't have. I paid for money for that set.
Hey, Amy.
Hi.
It's Southern-ish. Don't worry. There will be another app besides CapCut. I don't know what's going on with all that. It's been kind of a weird day.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, Queen, did you see Betty's latest video?
No, we don't watch that dumb bitch half the time.
Yes,
What's up?
you
Tell me
do.
about her.
I
We review her. We
can't
don't
watch
watch
it.
her. Yeah, we review her. We don't watch her.
Come on, hi.
Hi.
Aw.
I love her.
I know. She's so sweet, ain't she? She just makes our whole damn day.
I caught her live the other day too. Actually live.
She does good.
I agree.
Let's be Tim.
Where's
he's probably in bed
asleep.
sleeping. He's boring.
Yeah.
Which video you talking about, baby? The one that's like 20 minutes long?
Yes.
Yeah, this weirdo. Yeah, we usually, like I said, I don't watch her. I just review her bullshit.
You said review Julia's.
We're gonna watch. You want to do it tomorrow? You want to do it tonight? You want to review it and talk shit tonight?
No, Julia.
Oh my God!
Oh,
What about her?
no.
Did you watch her?
Jesus.
Amy.
She's a fucking struggle and a half. Jeez.
I know. She's so boring. I'm just like.
But I love it when you read people. I love it. I love a good read from you. It makes me laugh. You're good at it.
Amy
Keep it
don't
up.
mess around.
No,
She
she
tells
don't.
Betty about herself.
She sure does.
Yeah.
She'll mess around. You know what though? Julie got accepted on the green team. That's all she ever wanted her whole life.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh? She got accepted on Betty's team. She's so happy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You dumb bitch. Okay, be quiet now.
Amy, that's what we all thought, but whatever. Do you ever watch Julie? Amy?
No, I can't stay. No.
I know I can't either, but sometimes I dip in just to see what kind of. Well, most of the time I watch Clue to see
Yeah.
what Clue has to break it down. Because I can't listen to her for long. She's a
Oh,
lot.
boy, she was hot over SF. My God.
What is wrong with that lady? She's not even normal. How does she think she can take
Who
on
this one
SF?
was?
I can't.
This one right here. She was mad.
No, she's in a different outfit. She's in it's like a tie-dye sweater or something. Girl, she went off, son.
She had a red head.
Yeah, red bandana around
Oh
her
my
head.
God, are you fucking serious? Hold on.
I'm dead ass.
You mean like the red headband, not like red
No,
band.
it's not. It is a bandana. Look at the print on it.
Big. Oh
She was
my
trying
God,
to be
hold
like
on. I found
Tupac.
it.
I hadn't seen that one.
No, I found it here.
Yep, right there. That's it. Oh, pumpkin.
What is wrong with her? Besides many things.
Oh my God, are you fucking serious?
Oh.
Look at her. She's trying so hard. Look at her. She's trying so hard.
Oh, you should hear.
To be gangster.
Go live, like where you can see.
Oh, she's trying so fucking hard. Oh my God. She's being a little pick-me. Pick-me.
You can only see like the darkness of it. You can't see the actual picture of yourself before you go live. And you say, figure out a way to send out a message to people that I'm going on, because I really can't schedule lives like a lot of times too far in advance, because I don't know when Spencer's going to go to sleep. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if he's having a meltdown. We didn't really have a great afternoon, but I don't plan on making this a very long live. If you could just put a
2 hours later.
Exactly.
Where does she start going off? Because we need to hear this stupid shit. I see her going up in the air.
Just watch for her fingers to start running wild. She's very animated.
Oh, yeah.
Chris from the mob crew has to get this footage so he can.
Oh, God. Is she going to start crying again?
Yep. She does. How'd you know?
Look at her. Okay. Look at her. Okay
She
symbol.
starts-
Here she goes. She's going to start crying. Okay. Okay. Look at her. Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
Everybody can help.
Oh, my God. She fucking starts crying again. Jesus. Stop.
We tried to tell you. Yes, she cried. Girl, she went off. Why does mob crew not have the same footage? Why did we not have what the dark side has? Rah, rah, rah.
The dark side. Oh, Lord. Okay, Betty Jr.
You know that the person who knocked, if you live in one of the houses, I would like to know who investigates. But
Oh, fuck. She's pissed off with SF investigates because Betty is.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Betty probably sent her some note
no,
cards.
I
and
mean,
then,
it's the
like,
street.
No, go ahead. Keep on letting her flap her gums because I
It's
can't
that
listen
night.
to her. For...
If it wasn't that car, I believe it is the footage. He said, well, he's doctored it. But Tiffany, the point is this. Why does SF Investigates have, as he claims, 100 hours of footage from the street of that neighborhood?
That ain't your business.
Claims, this man claims that every neighbor in that neighborhood cooperated with him except for Bobby, right? Every neighbor in that neighborhood willingly turned over.
I wonder why. I wonder the fuck why.
Mm-hmm.
Over their footage, their ring cams, their camera footage to SF Investigates. But mob crew
If she starts saying unscrupulous PI, I'm fucking falling out.
doesn't have that footage. Jennifer Coffindaffer doesn't have that footage, right? How did he get that footage? Is it true that everybody in that neighborhood gave him willingly that footage? I don't think so. If anybody watches this on repeat, and I'll say this a little bit later, if anyone who lives in that neighborhood where the Proudfoots live was approached by SF Investigates to give them footage, and they did not give him footage, please email me. Email me. Because I think he's lying about where he got the footage. I don't believe for 1 second that this very unlikable man who is working for the Proudfoots got the footage from the neighbors. I don't think that's where he got it from. So if you live in that neighborhood.
Now, why the fuck would he lie about it?
Well, if he's so unlikable, why did everybody cooperate except for Bobby? Why are you so worried, girl? Sit down. You need to go do something with yourself.
To be fair, unscrupulous people do lie.
Could you imagine her showing up in the neighborhood around here, knocking on
No.
doors? Give me your footage. I demand your footage now.
And then starts crying. Then look, when you say no, she'll stand at the door and cry.
Cry. There'll be a lot of extra phone calls coming into the Sumner County.
Take your fucking tears and turn around and go. Get in your car, Julie.
Go bye-bye. Bye-bye, Jules. Bye.
In Hendersonville, where the Proudfoots house is at 1008 Stafford Court. And you see this, and you did not give footage to SF Investigates. Please contact me by my email, which is my first name,
Please do not contact this lady by her email. Don't fucking do it.
I think he's lying about that.
I'm sure you fucking do, Julie.
I think people willingly cooperated with him. And if they did, I would like to know what he exactly told you, who he was and what he was doing. Did he say, I'm a private investigator? Or did he make it seem like he was part of the police force? Did he misrepresent who he was?
And go ahead, Clay.
It's literally all on video what he told the people.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Betty's riding her hard. She's like, bitch, you better figure this out. Get me some footage. Something.
Get me some footage.
Right.
Footage.
You better figure it out, Jules. Get some footage. You're on the green team now.
Betty's like, you better figure it out quick because my time is limited.
Exactly.
That unscrupulous PI. Oh my God. The one that seems to be working his ass off. The only one.
How did he approach you? Did you hand it over or not?
It ain't your business.
Did he offer anybody? Now, I don't know if I'm going to get this from people. Did he offer money to anybody?
So what if he did?
Ma'am, please, just stop talking.
You know he didn't because, you know, he's not unethical like that. But what if he did? What are you going to do about it?
Because if money is what you're looking for.
Julie's got it.
Oh.
Okay. I'll look at it later. I will.
All right.
I got the time.
Gotcha.
Thank you. If money is what he offered you, and that's what you
Look, I'm waiting for somebody to troll the fuck out of her.
You know the day is coming when it's coming.
Oh, it's coming. I cannot fucking wait for it.
want to hand over your footage, please get in touch with me. And I can verify where you live, and I can pay you for your footage so I can get it to Mob Crew. I would like that footage.
Oh.
I'll pay. I'll pay for your footage. If you have footage of that car at 3 a.m., the Uber car, whatever time they came in, but more importantly, of that other car that is blacked out on the video that Mob Crew is now trying to figure out with blacking out. If you have footage of that car, if you have any footage of that car and you live in that neighborhood, I will pay you for that. I will pay you well. I promise.
Why are her hands purple?
We can negotiate. It's okay.
Wow.
She's
So
like,
when
hit
she
me
gets
up.
fucked out of money and somebody trolls the fuck out of her for fucking footage that's already been used or been put out,
She's
I don't
like,
want to
hit
hear
me up.
no.
I got you. I got you. You need money? I got you. You just got to bring me that footage.
Oh
You
my
need to
God.
clip that. Honestly, that's funny. Just bring me the footage. Bring me that footage. How much footage do you need, Julie, to make you happy in life? Because you a bitter bitch. Sorry.
It reminds me of that movie line where he's like, how much for one rib? Only she's like, how much for one clip?
I will pay you for that footage. Contact me by my email. And I'll pay for that footage because I want Mob Crew. I want this. I want to level the playing field here. And I'll tell you something else. If nobody in the houses around where those cars are gave footage to SF Investigates, please let us know that. If you live in one of the houses in the area that would have captured, I mean, we're talking about like 6 houses, 7 houses, maybe the most, right? If you live in one of those 6 or 7 houses and you did not turn over the footage to SF Investigates, but you would like to turn it over to the Mob Crew, I don't work for the Mob Crew, but I will get it to the Mob Crew. I'm going on YouTube right now and saying publicly that I will pay somebody, whoever lives in those houses, I will pay you money for your footage and I will get it to the Mob Crew. And I'm sure he will take it. And then we could see what the car, thank you for putting my email in the chat. Then we could see. Thank you, Matthew. Says, I love the fight you have for Sebastian and all autistic children. My nephew's autistic and I can't understand how anyone would hurt them. Yes, it is infuriating that people hurt autistic children. And our kids are 40% more likely to be abused physically, medically neglected, endangered than neurotypical children. Our kids who are autistic are in danger. This is a subject I've been talking about for years, trying to ring the alarm bells and trying to get police forces like Sumner County to take child abuse laws seriously. I know Mob Crew is trying to figure out this car with sorry, excuse my language, people aren't going to like it, with asshole who blacked out what's important to see.
She said with asshole.
Oh, she's big mad. She is big mad. I just can't
Admit
imagine
that is in
somebody.
your book is gross too, Julie.
I can't imagine somebody seeing this and actually being like, yeah, you know what? I live there. I'm going to call her. You would never get rid of this lady.
Right. $250,000 and you can have it, Jules. Calm your tits, lady. I'm done.
Damn. Cheers. Put those things down, girl.
Listen, new stalker unlocked.
But look, more now the TikTok, this is where this woman came from. So how many more wackadoos are we going to get blessed with? I mean, seriously.
Let's level the playing field. If you live in any of those 6 or 7 houses around there, I will pay you for that footage. And we will get it to Mob Crew. We will get it to Mob Crew, and they will be able to do it because I know those people in that neighborhood are not on the side of the Proudfoots. Now that you know that the person who knocked on your door does not work for Sumner County Police, if that's how he represented himself to you, if that's what he led you to believe, and you handed it over because you thought you were giving it to the police, he let you think it because you didn't ask, right? Email me and we'll work out a deal and I'll pay you for that footage so Mob Crew has it.
Listen, does Mob Crew know about this?
Well, he ought to. I mean, he better be watching her every day.
Yeah, she's willing to pay for footage for him. Does he even know this is going down?
Does she think she has more pull than anybody else? Mm.
She thinks she's on to something.
I'm waiting for her to come on here tomorrow with dollar bills in her hand, going, "Look, the money's right
Somebody
here.
paid
It's
me."
all yours."
Yeah, somebody paid me. Jeez. Good gosh.
It, and he can work on it so we can solve this crime.
Oh my God,
Because
what she didn't.
I'll tell you one thing for damn sure. Sumner County's not going to do it. Why? And here's the other thing. I don't think, if anybody knows Bobby, get in touch with Bobby and tell her, get me the footage, or just go directly to the mob crew with that footage. Go directly to the mob crew with the footage of the car. Whoever got that footage of the car, whatever house, we got to get it to the mob crew. Unobstructed by SF Investigates or anybody else, another crooked cop out there. Now, here's the other thing.
Listen, she's dead ass serious too, y'all.
Hell yeah, she ain't playing.
No,
she
she
moves
is.
with us with everything she is. Like,
She is
want that
fucking
footage.
dead ass serious right now.
And I think she has truly thought over the last few things that she's done over the last couple of days. I think she believes that Katie watches her. Like her going over and over again, like you're being set up. You're being set up. Call me. I mean, she's great. I mean, I hate to say that word, but she's off. She's way off her rocker. She truly does believe this stuff though. That's what's scary.
Has she used the term hate channels yet? I don't know if she ever has, but I'm waiting.
Dark side.
Well,
The
it's
dark
coming.
side,
You
yeah.
know it's coming.
Yeah.
Listen, if the green team's taking her in, you know it's coming. She'll get the packet soon enough.
Oh God, Brittany calls us the dark side too.
Yeah, but that's what she says.
What was Amy saying?
I'm sorry, what, Amy?
She needs to go get some dick.
Oh, well, she's asking for some footage, Amy. She's asking for some footage. Maybe that's
Not
what
that
she's
kind of
trying
footage.
Well, I know. I'm just saying. Maybe she's doing it in a different way. Sign language. She seems like one of them folks.
Some vitamin
Amy
D.
always comes through and drops a good one-liner. Here we go.
I think it's very likely somebody might have been paid for that footage, but it may not have come from the payment may not have gone directly to the homeowners. Maybe the payment went to somebody at the sheriff's department. Possibility? I'm not saying the sheriff. I'm not saying Detective Carter, but somebody in that orbit who has access to something, got something to SF Investigates, and it wasn't out of the kindness of their heart. It was either to cover up something because they're working on a plan together, or they got money for it. The neighbors, who do you want to have this footage? SF Investigate, who is a scammer and is working for the Proudfoots, who abused Sebastian Rogers, who abused him, an autistic child, or Mob Crew, who's working his tail off for nothing to try to help solve this situation. Find Sebastian Rogers. Help the father, Seth Rogers.
Keep going, baby. You almost got your green team badge. You're almost there.
Wow.
So sad.
Holy fuck. Look. This is what misinformation and shit. Listen, the mob crew's bullshit.
Yep.
Listen, I feel like they're to blame for this because they're the ones putting that bullshit out, making people believe that shit.
Well, that part's true, but like this lady's been on another level ever since she came on over here.
That they need money for footage. That bullshit.
No, that part, no. I got you on that. I'm just saying, she's just, dang, she is whacked out of her head. She is. I'm sorry. She just is. I
She
can't
is.
watch it. She cray.
Well,
All
didn't
right, here we
somebody
go.
say that Betty named her as the green team, as part of the green team now? Maybe she's getting direction from her.
Well, I said Betty was probably riding her ass. I mean, like, you better find this footage. You better get it. Go, Julie. You go.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying.
You might be right.
I don't know. To come after SF, though, is so crazy to me. I don't know how anybody does that. Like, I just
Let's
don't
get
get that.
it to Mob Crew. Let's level the playing field. We want that footage. I personally, me, Julie Skolnick, will pay any neighbor who has video footage of that for the footage. And that I have no use for the footage. I can't do anything with the footage. I'm going to give it to Mob Crew so they can do something with the footage. That's where it's going to go. I swear to God. That's where it'll go.
She's going for the Hail Mary.
It's okay to give it to me for free too. It'll still go to Mob Crew, and don't make me pay. But I am willing to pay for it. I am willing to pay for it because I don't think those people gave it over willingly. Either they were paid for it, or they were thinking they were giving it to police, or he got it from the sheriff's department directly. I mean, here's the thing, guys. Think about it. Let's all put our thinking caps on, okay? Remember a teacher used to say, put your thinking cap on. Everybody put your thinking cap on right now. Tie a bow really tight, okay? You got your thinking cap on? When the flashlight video came.
Hey, everybody get your thinking cap on.
Hers may be tied a little too tightly. Loosen yours, ma'am.
You better
Loosen it.
get your thinking caps on. Listen, I want to know. I want to know how long it's going to be before Julie comes out here talking about somebody trolled her and gave her old video, and she paid for it.
Should he call them the Mob Crew?
What, baby?
I can do that, Queen.
You gonna do it?
I said, you just got trolled. Thanks for the money.
Say, how much are you paying for this footage here, Julie? Tell her it's gonna cost her $250,000. Or what's At Night Media charge? $500,000? Tell her it's gonna cost her $500,000 for this footage.
That'd be good.
Well, Julie, I put my thinking cap on and it told me not to listen to you.
I think her thinking cap's on a little bit too
Think about turning this shit off.
Came out and Nick Barris released it, right? Was law enforcement happy with Nick Barris for releasing that flashlight video? Yes or no? Did they want Nick Barris? Did they say, Nick Barris, we have flashlight video. We're going to tell you and we want you to put it out on the TV. Report it tonight and do it with a shaky hand and a camera. What do you guys think? Terry Lynn is a YTube creator. She films her searches. Yeah. Mob is over there working on it now. I know. No, they did not want him to put it out. Right. They didn't want him to put it out. You guys got your thinking caps on? They let it be known. They didn't want that out. That wasn't supposed to be released. We all heard the same story. It's not just me. Right, Matthew? It wasn't just me who heard the story that they were pissed. I'm not alone in this. I'm not special. We all heard the same story. But Nick Barris put it out to his credit.
Oh, you're special.
You are
To his
special.
credit. He put it out. Right? And that one little bit of video, look at what Mob Crew's done with this. He's moved the ball to the goal line 50 yards. You can help. You can solve this case. Don't give it to the dark side. Give it to Mob Crew.
There she goes. The dark side. She
The
got
dark
it.
side. There she
The
is.
dark side. Don't give it to the dark side. Dun dun dun. Give it to the mob crew. Don't give it to the dark side.
Even if I have to pay for it, I'll pay for it. So the reason I'm asking about the sheriff's department being so upset and making it known that they were upset that they got that footage, right? Why not upset with SF Investigates? Why not upset with him? They're taking his word for it that he got it from the neighbors. I call bullshit. I call bullshit. I don't think the neighbors gave it to him, or they gave it to him thinking he was the police. Either way, the police should be pissed. The sheriff's department should be pissed off about that. He either misrepresented himself, maybe he paid for it, or maybe he got it from the sheriff's department for some reason. Is he working with you guys? Did he pay somebody over there? How in the hell did this unlikable person get that footage? Why does he have it and nobody else has it? Because he's smarter than everybody else? No. Because he's friendlier than everybody else? No. What could possibly be the way? He's such a charming guy. He's so smart and such a charmer that he charmed all the neighbors into giving it. You know, it wasn't like they had a million people, reporters and everything knocking on their doors.
That's exactly how it happened.
To me, he seems like a pretty nice guy. I don't know.
Yeah, he's nice. He's a respectable person. He walks up, he treats people with decency and respect, and he tells them what he's doing and what he needs, and can they help him?
He's got a career doing that, maybe? Julie? No. Of course he does. Ma'am, I can't.
She got a rabbit in a pot, I'm telling you. She got a rabbit in a pot somewhere.
Probably so. But you know, Betty's been on SF all week. So that's what she said. Julie, you better go after him. You better get me some footage. That's what she's doing. She is. Look at her. Bless her.
Her bandana's on too tight and sideways.
That's her thinking cap, remember? Tied
in a bow.
And I'm assuming the police have all this footage too, right?
Of course.
You know,
what is she talking about?
Right.
Nonsense. And people follow her. Well, never mind about that. All right, keep on going. Sorry, Queen.
Did he threaten people? What the hell happened there? There's a story there about how we got the footage, and we need to get to the bottom of it. But in the meantime, let's get the footage. So if you live at the corners, right? Stafford Court, Kellen, that's what we're talking about. If you live in that area and have footage, that, you know, intersection, that T intersection there where it comes down from Stafford Court and here's Kellen. And so if you live in any of those houses here, Stafford Court, or any of the houses here on Kellen, and you have footage of that car, that dark car, not the red Uber car, although I take that as well. I would like that. I pay for that. But more importantly, that dark car, that SF blocked out, let's get it to the good guys. Mob Crew is the good guys. Mob Crew is the good guys. Chris from Mob Crew is the good guys.
Somebody said, is this shit on loop?
Right.
And ma'am, the same shit over and over and over and over again.
Hey, ma'am, does your husband know that you're going to fork out money for footage for a kid that you don't even know?
Don't get me started. I think he
For
stays
another
far
YouTuber
away
that
from
you don't know.
I think he stays away from her.
What am I doing?
Not you.
Oh, you weren't talking about me.
No, we're talking about Julie.
Oh,
Talking
okay.
about Julie here. Think you said enough about her husband, Clue, about how he probably stays away from her. We're talking about money. Like, does she know? Does he know about if she's offering money to get this info?
So Katie K says ET phone home.
Right, Katie.
Hello, are you there? You're gonna give money for footage. Now listen, when you get fucking trolled, I don't want to hear no crying about it. Hold on, wait. She said crying activated. Wait, give us 10 minutes and she's gonna start crying about footage here in just a couple minutes. Here she goes right here crying already.
Chris Bobby of the Mob Crew, you don't need me. I just want to see Chris get that same video that SF Investigates have. There's no reason that he should have it and Chris from Mob Crew doesn't have it. Let's get that video to Chris, undoctored. If he got it, if SF got it, it wasn't because he's a charming fucking guy.
Wow.
He either led people to believe something that wasn't true, in my opinion, possibly, allegedly, theoretically. I'm speculating. It's possible that people didn't know, they weren't aware. Maybe he paid for it. If so, I'll pay for it. I'll pay for the same video. If you're a police officer, if you're a sheriff's officer who was paid for it, you probably don't want to contact me to tell me you're the sheriff's officer who sold it to SF Investigates, theoretically, allegedly, speculatively. You don't want to let me know because I will tell the FBI. How in the hell did he get that? And why does the dark side have it? Why do child abusers have that footage? And a brilliant, kind, generous person like Chris from the Mob Crew doesn't have it. We need that footage. We need that footage. Everybody who is on this live right now, or anybody who watches it on repeat, or later on, get the message out. We want that footage. It doesn't have to go through me, but it has to get to Chris. It has to get to Chris. And if they want to go through me, fine. If they want money for it, fine. We'll negotiate. We need that footage.
Oh, boy.
Chris needs that footage. We need all the footage. Bobby, they're cute. Bobby, listen to me. If you're watching this, I hope you see this. I swear. And if anybody who watches this now, who's in the chat now, or anybody who knows her, who watches this afterwards, get the message to her. If you get that footage to Mob Crew, he's going to help you. He's going to help your family. We need all that footage. As much footage as SF has, that's what we need. That's what Chris needs. Please, everybody, let's get that footage.
Everybody take a shot. Every time you hear the word footage, take a shot.
You couldn't.
First, do we want to take bets on how long it's going to take her to have a dollar store green tablecloth behind her? Second, who the hell is Mob Crew? Is he a cop or something, or what is he?
He's just a YouTuber.
Just a YouTuber. Okay, thank you. I just didn't know.
Yeah, SF called him out and said, you need to, stop spreading misinformation. You are lying to your subscribers and others around you, and I have an obligation. He said, well, you should post that vehicle if there's nothing going on with it or whatever. And he said, I have an obligation to, protect people and protect this investigation, and I'm not going to send anything out. And he's like, oh, that looks suspicious. Well, whatever. I mean, he said you guys cannot be trusted with evidence or private information.
Right.
Neighbors, you can help solve this. Give it to Mob Crew. They have brought us this far. They are going to run it down the rest of the way. I promise. I promise you. Law enforcement has held on to your videos for nearly 11 months and hasn't done shit. Let the Mob Crew take a shot. Give them a chance. We'll pay for it. I guarantee everybody in this chat would chip in. Everybody in everybody's chats. Everybody in Mob Crew's chats would chip in so they could have that video, right?
Here comes
He's working on a Photoshop still from the video, right? Allegedly. Why should he get to work from a Photoshop this? Why can't he have what SF has? He should have the exact same thing. He should have the best thing possible. He should have more than SF. Whatever you in the neighborhood gave police or gave SF, give Chris that and more. Give him the week before and the week after too. Give it all to him. It's for Sebastian Rogers. It's for a missing autistic child who was abused. Everybody can help. Everybody can play a part.
Oh,
Everybody can play a part in this.
Listen, cussing everybody out and begging and trying to buy it with money didn't work. So here come the tears. Here come the fucking tears. Cry baby activated. Emotional manipulation activated.
But he was probably like, you better start crying, bitch. Because you ain't getting what we need.
Good. And I'm talking to you guys in the chat. We need everybody out there contacting people. It can't just all be on me or other creators or Seth. It can't. We need everybody to be participating. Everybody. If you live in Hendersonville or nearby,
Oh my God.
get to Chris, get his email. If they don't know how to do it, they don't know how to download it, and you're good at, you're good at that kind of stuff, computers, downloading software, downloading videos, help out the neighbors so they can get it to Chris. Everybody can play a role in
My goodness.
getting justice for Sebastian Rogers. Everybody has a role to play in this. Chris needs that video, unobstructed, and more. And don't just give him from that night. Give him the whole week you had before. Give him 2 weeks before. Give him 2 weeks after. Chris from the mob crew has to get this footage so he can figure it out. He shouldn't be working. They're playing I hate to do sports analogies, but Julie, all my hair turned gray since I've been watching this case. Certainly Ellie has to have the video. Can we ask Seth to ask Ellie if they have it? It's driving me absolutely nuts, unless in my opinion. Julie, ask him. Ask Seth. Ask him. Nobody's talking to me. No one's talking to me. Sadly. And by the way, it hurts my feelings,
Well, I'm so sorry.
God.
Sorry it hurts your feelings.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Are you kidding me?
I'm just saying. Can I just say I'm always forward thinking, and I can't wait for tomorrow when she gets to come online and talk about the TikTok app not working now.
Oh, good point, Cliff.
She just said they're not talking to her, but she's out there trying to buy the footage to give the mob crew. She's trying to buy her way into the green team. Damn nation.
She could have condensed this video in like 10. She's just repeating herself over and over again. How much do you have to beg, girl? Come on now.
I thought Dog was out here collecting shit. I don't know. Maybe I'm confused.
You're not confused. You know that. My goodness. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Sorry, I'm reading chat. She sounds like a broken. Yeah, she does.
Okay, so I had to do a poll. I said, do you think Julie will get trolled get trolled with this video footage?
What you mean? I already got one made.
Somebody gonna send her
I'm not doing anything wrong.
a dick pic in the middle of it. It's
Oh my God, bitch.
Oh, wow.
It is gonna happen.
You're gonna put her on a tilt-a-whirl clue. She's gonna fall apart.
Hey, you put it out there.
I know.
Call and answer.
They want to run the ball to the goal. I want to throw the ball. I want to make a pass. Oh, I just throw my things off my glasses. I want to make a pass to the goal. Okay? But we both want to make the touchdown. We're on the same team. No, it's not the flashlights video. The video that Chris from the Mom Crew is dissecting right now, that he is looking at from SF, who blocked out the license plate of the Uber car, who blocked out the front of the dark car. He blocked it out. There's a big block out, trying to figure out what kind of car this is. So SF investigates, blocked it out. So he knows, and he's not telling. He's not telling because he's working for the Proudfoots.
Oh my God. Oh my God. He's not telling because he's working for the Proudfoots. Get the fuck out of here.
He doesn't.
He's not telling you because he's a private investigator and he's got to keep the fucking shit he has private.
Well, you know, Betty's also kind of an attorney, so this one probably thinks she's probably a private investigator, and she did
See,
just
that's the
change her
thing. He's got to
glasses.
listen. He has an obligation to protect people from psychos like you.
Tomorrow she's going to be threatening with her publisher's attorneys. You will give me that footage, or my publisher's attorneys will sue you.
Yeah, that went over well, didn't it? The first time. Yeah, her glasses did change. I'm reading chat,
We
but
need,
yeah, her glasses
and we don't just
changed.
need that video. We need all the video. We need everything. We need to know who was going in that neighborhood and out of that neighborhood for 30 days before and 10 days after. We need everything, but we especially need it from overnight from the 25th to the 26th. We especially need it. We need that car. Chris should not be working with a handicap. He's you know, it's like he's playing by himself against an entire team. And he doesn't even have pads or anything. He's doing it all. We got to help him. We got to get it to him. It's not fair. Why the hell does SF get this video? Now, I don't think there is anything to gain from SF going on Lord Lodge. Lord Lodge, I tagged you in this. If you see this, this man is king of the show, you know, Barnum and Bailey, okay? He'll make
Oh my God, she reminds me of Shady. She done tagged Laura Lodge now because SF is going on Laura Lodge. Holy shit. She gonna try to get Laura Lodge to buy the footage.
No. I'm so confused. If she's on the team, why is she throwing shade at Lore Lodge?
Yeah, that threw me off there.
She didn't throw the team. She ain't on the team yet. She's trying to buy her way in. I mean,
When did
that's what
she
this
make
whole
it on the
video
team?
is.
Oh.
Allegedly yesterday, I thought somebody said Betty added her to the list.
I thought she had made it, honey. I did.
Well, maybe they need to let her know.
Maybe that's why she's doing those analogies, like moving the ball the rest of the 50 yards, playing without pads, because she thinks she's a cheerleader.
She hadn't figured out nothing with football. I don't know what the hell she's doing. She's annoying as hell.
Is she going to be a lineman for Chris with the mod crew?
I can't. Cletus, oh my God, just for a minute, just so I can do it, please.
I got to wait till she says something. I got to be inspired for that shit.
I can't.
Didn't you hear that lady ask you to do
like
something?
a circus.
Oh,
it doesn't matter. You're used to people who are like.
Thank you.
I'm your inspiration.
There you go.
Who tell the truth, right? Who will be honest? He will not be honest. He won't be honest. But you will give him a platform to bring out his bag of tricks and trickery and snake oil and shiny things to cast doubt in people's minds, to spread his bullshit narrative about innocent families. I say don't give him the platform. That's my opinion. But if you do give him the platform, please, Lord Lodge, if you see this, ask him how he got the videotape, and don't take his word for it about the neighbors all gave it to him. Because that's a load of crap. And any neighbor who sees this between now and when SF investigates goes on, Lord Lodge, get in touch with me, or get in touch with me, because I don't know how you get in touch with Lord Lodge. We'll figure that out. And tell me what happened. You say, if you want to tell me, I thought I was giving it to the police. I really didn't know. Tell us the thing. And that way, Lord Lodge has that information at least to confront SF. It's like, hey, buddy, you told him you were the investigator. You didn't say private before the investigator. That's what this neighbor said. Did you tell him you were working for the Proudfoots? This neighbor said you never mentioned that.
Oh.
This neighbor across the street, who really would have had the camera, actually said they've never seen you before. You never knocked on their house. And so did their neighbor and another neighbor, right? So if all these neighbors didn't give it to you, did you get it from the sheriff's department? How else did you get it? I mean, if you didn't get it from the neighbors, if we can get the neighbors to attest to the idea that they did not give it to SF investigates, then maybe he got it from the sheriff's department. And then Lord Lodge could find out about that somebody inside the sheriff's department is working with SF investigates. There's something. What's the phrase? Something stinks around here. Okay.
Oh
We're all
my.
smelling it. I know.
Close your legs.
Wow.
God, close your fucking mouth.
What is she doing with her lips? What is she doing? She's wiping stuff off and
Yeah,
wiping
she
off her
put this like
sweatshirt.
cream on before she started. She was like bitching about not having mascara, so she put cream on her lips.
This fool said he's going to break out his bag of tricks and shiny things.
Dang. Oh, me.
Hell no, look at Pineapple. She said that smells crazy, cooter, and audacity.
Julie, that everyone is staying away from you, from bashing, and they are listening to you, and you should speak up, continue to speak up for this child. You're doing a great job. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. Yeah, everybody is staying away from me. I'm trying to do my best. I'm trying to think ahead. I'm trying to level the playing field. Your humility shines, I know. Thank you, Melba.
Oh, me.
I think this man is dangerous. I think he's dangerous. And I think Chris could go free. Sebastian will never get justice. I think there's corruption. I think there's all kinds of.
Oh my God.
There's a reason why they're not calling the FBI.
Are
Why
you
wouldn't
kidding
want help?
me?
Why wouldn't you want help? It's been 11 months. Craddock, why wouldn't you want help from the FBI? Why don't you press charges for child abuse against Chris Proudfoot for abusing Sebastian? You know he abused him, right? Not pressing charges of child abuse against Sebastian would be like not pressing charges against who's Madeline Soto, the guy who committed SA in her house. What's his name? I forget his name. That monster.
Can't even prove your fucking point. Listen, and listen, it's two totally different cases. What the fuck are you even talking about?
Right. Not even
Holy
close to the same thing.
shit, Batman. God damn. This is terrible.
It's
listen,
sad.
if you're that emotionally bothered by this, you need to take a break, Julie. It's time for you to go touch grass.
She came in here like this. She came
No.
in here.
See, y'all got the wrong attitude. I'm sitting here like, who the fuck needs cable?
Straight up entertainment for hours.
Man, she's a lot. She makes my brain shrink. Just listening to her. God bless.
Look, let me tell you something else. I got her ass on 1.5. Let me put her on normal speed just so y'all can hear her at normal speed, okay?
Oh God. Oh
You guys
God.
are gonna suffer with us, all right? Listen. Normal speed.
Craddock, why wouldn't you want help from the FBI? Why don't you press charges for child abuse against Chris Proudfoot for abusing Sebastian? You know he abused him, right? Not pressing charges of child abuse against Sebastian would be like not pressing charges against who's Madeline Soto, the guy who committed SA in her house.
She gets all mad about it.
what's
Shit,
his
can't
name?
even think about who the fuck she's even talking about.
She
Back to
confused
1.5 speed. Holy fuck.
God. Lord. I don't think I've ever watched her on normal
My
speed.
God.
Yeah.
She's
Look,
extra
Miss
sensitive.
Upper Thigh says, Queen, do you hate us?
Right?
Bless.
Hey, Queen. Queen, you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Before you started again, how about the conspiracy hole I went down today? Tell me why she got the same nose as Sean.
Oh, no. Stop that. Stop it.
But
You
see it.
people are sick in the head or evil if you're laughing. Oh, we're definitely laughing, baby. Maybe this ain't the place for you.
You might need to go someplace else, ma'am, because this is weird.
Because
She,
holy hell.
we're normal here. If you find her normal, you
Maybe
might
they're
need to
talking
go.
like they're her. Maybe they're saying like she would say, "You people are sick if you're evil." You know, the evil for them. Maybe you know what I mean. Maybe they're saying what she said. I don't know, but
You're right. I'm
But she
sorry.
clearly
yes,
has mental
Cash,
issues.
Cash Nerd and
does.
Justice Family, they keep making shit up. Girl, listen, you ain't seen nothing yet. I don't even know if you followed this case, but listen, it's a fucking circus sideshow shit show. If I ever seen one, it's wild.
It don't stop. Every day it's a new thing. Every day.
Every single day.
These people are worse than Molly. MGO.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. Actually,
I don't like.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. I thought I thought you had started playing it. I was going to shut up. I kind of at times when I see her breaking out into tears, I'm like, I mean, this is crazy. Like they have got you just convinced that this shit is like what they say it is. They like you have bought this hook, line, and sinker, but now I'm watching it again, and I'm like, no, this is your game, ain't it? This is your
Yeah.
game. I see you. Okay, I got you.
I agree, Cletus. Like at first, when I would see her, I'd be like, dang, she's just really emotional about stuff, but she's not healthy to be on here, in my opinion, period. I mean, she's too far involved in this stuff, but she does believe it. I do. I believe she does that. She thinks that she's really trying to help.
Well, no, I'm saying I don't. I did believe that earlier, but I don't believe that now. I think this is her game. Personally, I don't think it's genuine. I think she has mastered the whole waterworks aspect of things.
Could be.
Well, that could be. I don't know. I just think if somebody's not stable, they're, I don't know. But I'm going to look into that. Let it roll there, Queen. Let's keep watching this girl. I can't with her much.
Monster. SF would not have blurred the car out of it. Did it need to be covered up? Right. Why blur it? Why blur the car? Why not tell us the truth? Stearns, that's his name, Stearns. Would it be okay? Sheriff Craddock, here's my question. Do you think, you've heard of Madeline Soto, right? And you've heard of Stephen Stearns, who molested this young girl for years. And then unalived her. Do you think, Craddock, it would be okay to have a trial to convict Stephen Stearns for unaliving Madeline Soto, but never prosecute him for the molestation he put this child through for years? Would that be okay with you? He should get away with what he did to her? If your answer is no, then I ask you this question. Is it okay with you just to try somebody, arrest somebody and try them for the disappearance of Sebastian Rogers, but never try them separately for the child abuse and endangerment that he endured, the torment that he endured for years? Is that okay? We should only worry about his disappearance, not what he was put through in his life, what he had to live with every day, what he begged for help for? It's not okay. Press charges of child abuse right now. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait. Why does this not occur to everybody? Why does nobody care about the fact that Sebastian was abused? Of course we want him found. But he was also abused. There's thousands of kids who are autistic right now being abused in their homes. We have to take a stand for these kids.
Says the woman who records her fucking stepchildren having
Meltdowns?
yes, there you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Meltdowns. And she records it for content. Julie, come on. Mm-mm. We don't know that Sebastian has ever been abused. What are you talking about?
Yeah, she's taking shit way too far with this.
A little bit. Just a smidge. Mm.
Don't you all care about that? Don't anybody watching this? Doesn't the sheriff's department care that this kid was abused? We got to figure something out. This guy is...
She needs a round of a motherfucking applause for her dramatics, though. Holy fuck. Gosh,
Emmy
man,
award.
Yes, man. Shit, give her the fucking grand prize here, because holy hell.
Yeah, this
Is
guy.
she slobbering?
I'm scared he's working with the sheriff's department, that he's going to be the fixer.
Oh, she just got her whole chat convinced that SF is terrible, and oh my gosh, she needs this footage. She really needs this footage. She needs this footage.
You think she needs the footage?
Listen, when she drops it, she's gonna be like, "I got the footage. I got it. I got the footage." She's gonna drop it. It's gonna be the same old footage just been played.
Not only for the Proudfoots, but he could potentially be the fixer for all the F-ups of the sheriff's department, which is why they would be giving him stuff. Because he's going to fix all their problems. And Chris Proudfoot will walk out of jail free to harm more people, as he is right now, roaming free and hurting people. At this moment. It's not right. Everybody, any creator show you know live you go on. Okay, I didn't get. Let me just go to the things because I didn't get to read it. All right, here. Let's see. We need the real footage. He can't use the blacked out footage. He needs the footage. I don't know. If somebody has that footage, if a neighbor has the footage, if a creator on YouTube has the footage, if anybody get that footage to the mob crew, unobstructed by SF, undoctored by SF, and get him the days before too. Maybe we'll see somebody driving around and screwing with the the scrambler.
Are you fucking kidding me?
The scrambler.
That's about as bad as Betty saying somebody's trying to cut off her Wi-Fi because they drove by and connected to it. Trying to cut off her live because they connected to her Wi-Fi.
Wow.
Because this internet is full of a bunch of animals, could you imagine having the characters of the internet coming after you just for doing your job and picking up someone that needed a ride? I don't understand.
Yeah. Sure you don't.
I don't know what that means. Proof of all the charges that have been reported. If they weren't reported, how would they exist? Exactly. I don't even argue with people who say he wasn't abused. Give me a break. You're an idiot. You're stupid. You're dumb. You're like a history revisionist. You're a liar.
What? Shut up, ma'am.
Wow.
Damn, dude, she just had herself a little fucking outburst.
See, there's the Betty coming out in her right there. Somebody says something she disagrees
right
with, she fucking goes off on them. Start calling them names.
My goodness.
Hides under the guise of investigator. I mean, I think some people may have turned it over thinking it was the police, possibly. Justice will prevail. Dear God, Lisa, from your lips to God's ears, from your lips to God's ears. Justice will prevail. He deserves justice. And you know what? He's symbolic at this point. He's symbolic of abused autistic kids whose police departments don't care that they're abused. Hold on.
Loud.
I can't.
What does that say?
She can't read.
It should be a crime. Della says, Ellie refused and continues to refuse not to press felony charges against CP for abuse. CP admits it, too, on Nancy Grace. Tennessee laws support the crime. Exactly.
Ah.
Literally.
The fucking hairline.
Governor Lee, legislators in Tennessee, state senators, state legislators. Sheriff Craddock is giving you the finger right now. You wrote those laws. You wrote them to be enforced. And he's saying, bye, I don't care about your laws. And I don't care about autistic kids getting abused. And I'm not going to enforce those laws, especially if it's my friend doing it. Whoever has it, we need it. But listen, the people who definitely have it are the neighbors. You ask why somebody would... It's possible. Woman's Warrior says, what if, playing devil's advocate, what if he doesn't have footage? He just made up that footage. We still need the real footage to counter his fake footage, right? So either way, because it is possible. I don't put anything past him, Women's Warrior. I don't put anything past him. But we still need the real footage in order to counter the fake footage.
Oh my God.
I don't really go. I mean, I look at Twitter now, but I don't post on Twitter. Sometimes I repost things, but I really don't post on Twitter. Send my video to Hong today. I tag Nick the Hat, but sometimes he doesn't see those. I'll write to Hong. Hopefully he sees it.
No.
Thank you. Tiffany's always sticking up for me. Appreciate you, Tiffany. Where would I be without people like Tiffany, strong women standing up for other women? At Night Media says they have a bunch of investigators on the case. They could get it. Well, you know, I don't know. They got boots on the ground. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah.
You don't need to know.
There's some guy that's been alleged to, I don't know, be carrying on something with somebody. It's all gossip, and it doesn't matter. What? We're looking for Sebastian. We're not trying to find out if people had affairs.
Oh, okay.
Unless it's relevant to Sebastian, which it isn't.
Good Lord.
I don't care. I'm keeping my eyes on the prize.
Okay.
I'm keeping my eyes on the goal line. I want action.
Stop it with that lip.
I'm sorry. I know it's nice to say, oh, law enforcement, now we have it in writing that Detective Carter said, Chris, when you say law enforcement didn't said, you know, when you're saying, I can't tell you because law enforcement said, I can't tell you. And now we have it on an email that says, you are lying when you said that. Okay, that's nice to be able to go, na boo boo to Chris. Okay, you're wrong, you were lying. But we all knew he was lying. It doesn't move us further to what we want. Justice for Sebastian. Find Sebastian. We all know Chris is a liar. And we know, even if you tell him he's a liar, he'll still lie. He's pathological that way.
Okay.
Wow. Cash Kernan, you're up here with us, baby. How are you?
Hi, guys. Listen, we're here to let you know that we are still in DC. Our bill is being pushed through in 2025. That's advocacy for all of the victims and children that are out here. It's part of it. And these people here, this is craziness. It just doesn't stop. I can't even. I just can't. I had to jump because I was like, just when you thought you saw it all. This here is taking the cake round there. She's sitting here. She's a ghost witness. Okay. First of all, when you're dealing with CPS, one of the things we are fighting in these CPS cases or anything that has to do with advocacy of children or families is that you don't have people like this. Okay. She's making accusations that are not true. She's making them public. It's against a family. It's against a child, which she wasn't even there. Okay. So how can she speak on something that she wasn't even there? And that's
you coming
because Sean said so.
I'm trying to understand where you're coming from.
Yes, we have bills that are in right now, advocacy bills to defend the families, and we're working with the internet so that they change the laws in the internet so that people like this do not come out here and talk like this towards the families. Okay, so we've been working on it for like a year now. I'm sorry, I should have like brought it out from the beginning, but we've been up here so many times that it just us just rolling along with what we're doing. But we're up in DC. We have bills that are in. The advocacy bill is HR 8866, and that includes the internet. It's all purposes is the internet. So we've been working with a bunch of people up in DC to make sure that we can help out with anything that needs to be helped out here. This one here, she is. I thought we saw it all, Queen, but we got a new one on the block.
That's why when I saw you in chat, I said this is worse than MGL Molly.
Oh yeah. Well, she's close. I mean, this one here you could tell is a little bit loose, you know. But her making accusations of not being there, right? It's considered a ghost witness. How can you sit there? It's like somebody calling CPS that was never in your house, never saw you, like they're doing out here, you know, ghost callers, we call them. Because how do you know? Were you there? No. Then how can CPS take a report from somebody that wasn't there and didn't eyewitness it? Therefore, we call them ghost callers, right? So it shouldn't even count. It shouldn't even be accepted. It's a bullshit call. You know, so you know, out here you're seeing these people that it's just progressing at this point. Hopefully, you know, with after the 20th of 2 more days, we have some more answers, and we can stop, you know, a lot of this. And that's attacking families, you know, the families that haven't even been charged with anything. Where's the charges?
They've been relentless with Chris and Katie. Betty has been off the chain. I know you. I don't know if you.
Oh yeah, Mon. Yeah, and I'm with Toasty and you guys. You know, it's just ridiculous of what they're and did anybody pay attention? They said they literally moved out of that town because they didn't want the neighbors to be harassed. They didn't want the township to be harassed by these people. That somebody needs to act on that. So therefore, when this one ends up in court, that all has to be brought out too. That this harassment has gone so far in this township, not just against the parents, but the, you know, and we've seen it everywhere they went. You know, here we go, Tennessee again, unfortunately. But when you see that the police department themselves puts out the reports on where they're being sabotaged, you know, on what they can put out and can't put out because of content creators.
I got you. No, I didn't know who you were. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, we're pretty deep. We're 3 years in this. We've been out here for 3 years watching all, and not only that, but we took bigger steps to make sure that this isn't happening, and it shouldn't be happening. Hopefully now we can get some changes and everything can be, you know, brought out and brought against these content creators. But
no, they're asking what? Hold on, they're asking what is the bill, and then
it's 8. Okay, here's what happened. We submitted it, and it passed the House in December of 2024. But now that we have everybody new coming in, it's going to be reintroduced. So it's in as HR 8866. Okay, and that's the advocacy bill. So, but it has to be. We're in there again all this week. Our crew is in there. It's Family Forward Project. We're in there, but we have to reintroduce it now, which we know we have, you know, the people that we need to pass it. So it has to pass the House and it has to pass the Senate. So everything will be wrapped up by the end of April. So just hang in, guys. I mean, this is ridiculous. Not only that, but we are pushing for, and they do. I brought it out on our channel where we showed they actually know what tragedy pimps are. We brought it to their attention. They and the word was tragedy pimps. Wow. So they know what tragedy pimps are. So we're, we didn't go in and play. Here's the thing. When we went in, we said, when we presented, we were allowed to bring out a little bit of it, just to show that we were there and that we stood for it. And we said, listen, we have to let the people know we were really here and it really happened, because if not, that makes us look bad, So they did allow it. Some of the senators were cool with it, some weren't. But we had one that was really cool with it. And there was a case that was out here that was the Amaya case. So that helped. The Amaya case was on Netflix. So that helped with us breaking through a little bit on them understanding what's going on.
So this is a national bill that y'all are trying to
Yes,
pass.
it
'Cause,
is. Yes, we are up in
No,
DC.
perfect.
Yes. Yes,
Gotcha.
we are. We're there all this week. We have some girls that are also in. They've been meeting and greeting with everybody up in there. We have the votes. We just have to go through process now. So this one here, I had to jump because I thought Betty was bad. I just can't even grab my head on this one.
Oh no, she's bad.
She's
bad,
poaching.
bad.
She's a poacher. Can't even.
Like, I'm telling you right now, about 7 minutes ago, fiance looked at me and he was like looking at me with this look. I don't know, it was foreign a little bit, and he was like, "I love you." It was almost like, "Thank you for not
Illuminati,
being
we've
that."
been watching you too, just to let you know. I've been watching what you were doing since the beginning of this case. The first time we've seen you out here as active as you are, just to let you know. We are we know basically, but you're doing great, hun. The being on foot in there again, here we go with Tennessee off of summer. The police are not going to tell you everything. They can't. They can't tell. Okay. People aren't realizing that. What are they going to, they're going to show their hand to everybody. And then you
Yeah.
have people out here saying, oh, we have inside information. Let me tell you something. There's protocol. Nobody has inside information. Nobody does. If they do, somebody's in trouble for giving that inside information. There's protocols that these agencies and the police departments have to follow. You're not going to run around with a police department and say, oh, I have to leak this to you only on YouTube. It just doesn't happen like that.
People are asking, like, what is in the bill exactly?
This is a family forward advocacy bill. You can look it up. Go and Google it, and you can read it. It's clearly written up. It's there. It's in the House Ways and Means right now.
Okay.
And what they've been doing is dissecting it and talking with us, and we've been elaborating on what we need done. So that's solutions. So we're working on solutions. So in order for that to happen, it's all purposes included, which includes the internet. Now, if you even go on our channel, you'll see there's a clip that said Cash Gurney was in Washington, D.C. And I had to put it together with song and this and that, because we weren't allowed to say things, but we still showed it. And it's also in there where I am asking him clearly about the internet and how we have to defend families out here now, which shouldn't be an advocacy thing, but I guess it now has to be. So that's what we're working on. Not that we wanted to, it was a purpose of having to, because of how people are out here and how Cash's family was treated, and we came out defending them. So we have other families out here now. When you see these people, they're all, I'm a child advocate, I'm this, I'm that, and they're really not. They could be speaking, but they're not even speaking for the children. They're grifters, and that's all there is to it. If they could, but this is not even true crime. This is crama. This is 100% crama. There are some very good true crime people. Very good.
Yeah. Gray, you're up here with us.
Yes. Well, I mean, this is to the point of, we all have to work together, and as you see what's happening here, and make sure that they're called out. The tragedy pimps need to be called out, and that's what they're paying attention to right now. If it wasn't for all of you calling them out, this wouldn't be happening. And we thank everybody for everything they're doing out here. If it weren't for all of you, we wouldn't have the legs that we have to stand on up in DC to make sure that something does happen. And we appreciate that. So again, Queen, I didn't mean to take up your time, but this was just yeah, I have this sticker. I have a shirt too, I think. So FAFO, yeah. So we thank you all, and thanks, Queen. I just wanted to jump up because this one here, I don't even know where you are going with this one. Have fun. Have fun with her.
You just used. Where are you from?
I'm originally from Jersey, but I'm working with Cash Gurney's family, so they're in Texas. They're the y'all people. They're the y'all. We're the yous guys.
Yeah. No,
Cash Gurnon's family dealt with
somewhere.
Cash Gurnon's family had to deal with Laura and Molly.
Plus a few
Really
more.
bad.
Yeah, plus a few more. Yes. It's a shame what they did to this grandmother that they literally tried to take care of everything. That's why we're here, and that's why she did this to carry it through. We didn't give up. We're still here. Cash's case didn't go through yet. We're still waiting on that also. And that's because of a mental disability they're claiming. So, but we can wait. We'd rather have him okay to be on trial opposed to going on a mistrial. So we'll wait. We'll wait it out.
Right. That's right.
Absolutely. He's still behind bars, so that's what matters to us right now. Justice will come one day, and justice for the other families out here, we hopefully will come also on the content creators being tragedy pimps. Now, I want to clear something up. Now, you'll see that people are out here saying, but these people here are doing the same thing, and they're making money off of these cases. They're not making money off of the cases. They're making money off of the tragedy pimps that are making money. There's a big difference in that. These groups that are calling out the tragedy pimps are making money off the tragedy pimping, not off of the families. They're calling out the wrong. There's two sides to this, two sides of every coin. These guys are calling out what we need called out. This needs to be shown. This needs to happen, because if they didn't, we wouldn't have a voice. We wouldn't be able to be in there. We wouldn't be able to prove it unless there were people like Queen and other people out here, platforms that we do sit with. You might not see us in the chat. I got disturbed tonight with this lady. I had to jump. But you'll see it. We sit here. We are everywhere out here. And it's for a purpose of a bigger picture, and that we can finally have solutions to this. And you guys are doing great. You are all doing awesome. I don't like when you fight out here, especially when you are all doing the same thing. You all need to get along. The ones that are doing the right thing, keep doing the right thing. Those subscribers out there that are with these people, I question your mental stability. If you're sitting and sending money to those people for that trash, I question your mental stability, for real. On that note, let me get out of here, guys. You do you, Queen.
Well, thank you for coming up. I do appreciate it, love.
Thank you, guys. Thank you all. You're all doing great and awesome. And we really, really appreciate you from our hearts. Our hearts are with you guys always. Thank you. Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you. Take
See
care.
you later. Bye-bye.
See you later, love.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I believe the channel is Cash Gurnon's Justice. I'll have to go look and see, and we'll link it. Yeah, Cash Gurnon case. If you don't know anything about that, you should probably look it up. It was devastating. And they had to deal with, again, Molly and Benny and Laura and a bunch of tragedy fucking pimps that were awful. It was awful.
Yeah, I didn't know about that. I'll have to go back and look into that. That was before me.
To me, one of the worst things in this case is, in my opinion, one of the individuals related to the child is a tragedy pimp themselves.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So now listen, this is we'll do a brief I'll do a brief go over it real fast. Cash Gernon lived with his dad, and well, he stayed with his dad and with a friend of his dad's. Actually, there was a guy who actually went inside the house. He was a twin, and they took cash. He took cash out of his bed, walked out of the house with him, and a lady who was running that morning found him. It was awful. It was awful for the family. It was awful for these fucking tragedy pimps to do what they did. It was fucking terrible. It was awful. Let me see if I can find a quick video rundown. This is why they do what they do.
Wasn't Cash only like 4?
That's what they're saying in chat.
I think it was. Yeah, he was real little, like 4.
Like 4 years old,
So,
yeah.
I'm just curious, right? Because I mean, we're relatively new to this stuff. I mean, we kind of became aware of true crime and all this genre on YouTube during Quentin Simon. And that's really the only exposure we've had to it. And I thought that this whole issue was relatively new, but you're saying it goes back for a while?
Oh, it goes back far, pretty far. Here's one right here. This is this is okay. So the Cash Gernon story, Summer Wells, Quentin Simon. We call it, and I hate to say this, but Molly calls them her cash cows. And when she said that, it stuck because they use these little kids, missing and murdered children, as their money pits, as their cash cow. That's how they make their fucking money.
Laura was making candles with their pictures on them and shit.
It's fucking disgusting.
And selling them.
Shit they were doing. So here's a quick rundown. This is Cash. It says the suspect was charged with capital murder and the death of 4-year-old Cash Gernon.
All right, turning our attention now to a major development in the death of 4-year-old Cash Gernon in Dallas. Weeks after arresting a suspect, police have now charged that suspect with capital murder.
Chris Ottagi with us this morning, live outside the Dallas County Jail, where that suspect is being held this morning.
Yes, Kara, the man suspected of taking the 4-year-old out of his bed and killing him has been here at the jail since last month on other charges, but now he is officially charged with capital murder. 18-year-old Darian Brown was initially charged with kidnapping and theft in the case. Police said there's a security camera video showing young Cash Gernon being taken out of.
Now, before that video came out, do you know how many stories and how many things were said about this family?
Oh, I can only imagine.
It was fucking awful. It was awful. And this kid right here walked in their house while they were asleep, walked in their house, snatched this baby out of his bed. It's fucking sickening. But this is why Cash Gernon's family does what they do. This is why they do what they do.
Of his bed and carried out of the home. The next morning on May 15th, he was found dead in the street. The medical examiner later confirmed his cause of death was injuries from multiple stab wounds. Brown was the suspected killer from the time of his arrest, but now officially charged with capital murder after they received evidence back from the crime lab yesterday, further connecting Brown to Gernon's death. And it's not just Gernon's case. After being arrested in May, police also added charges from a February case against Brown. In that case, he's accused of breaking into another home in the same neighborhood and allegedly tried to grab a man's granddaughter before hitting the man in the face. He was initially charged with burglary and injury to elderly in that case. Now, we're not sure completely yet the relation.
And this sick motherfucker, after he killed Cash, he went back in the house to get Cash's twin brother and got scared and took off.
Oh my God.
Yeah, his brother woke up, and it's so sad when he wakes up. He says, Cash, Cash, Cash. He's looking for his brother. His brother's gone. He was snatched out of his bed in the middle of the night. Yeah, it's awful. And it's awful what these people, these YouTubers do to these families. It's fucking horrific.
And let me guess, there was no evidence of anything made publicly available. So
Oh, they
everybody
cut.
ran wild.
Oh my god. Well, and the lady that the dad had him staying with, oh my god, it was. It's just awful. Here, matter of fact, you type in his name to YouTube, and if you guys get a chance, you can go back and watch some videos. But you type in his name to YouTube, and this is what comes up. Right, you get the news sources here, and then all of a sudden, boom! Here starts the YouTube channels. And like, there's a neighbor, a 4-year-old Cash was found dead in Dallas. Says he previously reported. He was reported a suspect here, and here that's the video of him. The video of him removing Cash from his bed dropped, and it was just awful. It was awful. But anyways, these are a lot of these stories. Of course, there's Ickemel. There's Ickemel. And here's the video where he walks in. Cash Gurnan abduction video by suspect Darren Brown. Now, if this video wouldn't have dropped, they would have immediately they would have said the family did it, and that would have been the narrative at all. That the whole time. That would have been the narrative. That's it. This is exactly what happened, though.
Wow.
Now you see him in bed. You'll see him in bed. Maybe. And then you got people like Molly taunting the family, saying shit to the family, doing horrible things. Laura talking shit, CPS, making fucking candles with these beautiful babies' faces on them. Oh my God, it's scary as hell just to even see him in that fucking room. Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh God.
I remember this video.
And this is serious. This is how fast somebody can walk in and snatch a baby up out of their bed. It's fucking horrible. It's awful. Trigger warning for sure. But this is another case that these YouTubers got a hold of and did awful things. Awful.
Mm. All right. Wow.
Yeah, and he's just standing there like a fucking weird freak.
Yeah. He's not even scared to get caught.
No, this shit's crazy.
Yeah, it was
I
creepy.
remember watching this video.
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, he snatches his brother Cash up, and then goes back for his brother after he grabs Cash. There's 2 little boys sleeping in this bed together, him and his twin brother.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else in this house is asleep. He walked in, look at him, touching his blanket, and it just makes me sick. It just makes me fucking sick. Like she said, now he's trying to say he's got mental illness, so he's trying to get out of this trial. No, so she's going to wait. And Molly posted a photo of him in his casket.
Oh God.
That's what Bodie just said.
I get.
Yeah, it's awful. It's awful.
And then people wonder how Sebastian just went missing.
They said Darian Brown was found incompetent to stand trial.
Sometimes I just don't get the mental illness card. Like my ex is mentally off. So
look at him. He just snatched his. Did you see that? How fast he stood there for that whole time? So for 2 minutes and 37 seconds, he stood there. Yep. And then he moved his blanket over and snatches him that fast.
Yep.
Takes him out to the street and does what he does. So here's the other one. And here he is coming back. This is him coming back after he already murdered Cash. He goes back to grab his twin. This is him coming back. This is him. Look at the windows. You see the light? Look at the light. See how it's daytime now? He goes in to get him up. grab him and snatch him, and something happens. He gets scared.
See how gentle he is?
It
It's
just-
creepy. Like the way he touches
yeah,
the
it's
blanket.
awful. For this
God.
family to have to go through this bullshit that they put them through, it was fucking horrible. It was horrible.
Wow.
And this baby wakes up looking for his brother. It makes me fucking sick. Oh. Hey, baby, what's
I'm going
up?
to clear this. I'm going to give you the rundown on this. I didn't know you were going to do this, Queen, but I can give you the rundown on this real quick. Here's where we have an
Well, there
issue.
was so many
Okay.
people asking in the chat, like, what was going on. Well, they wanted to know what was going, pretty much what it was, what was going on. So I wanted to give them a rundown of this is another case that the Tragedy Pimps got a hold of and did this, which is why you guys are so adamant about helping and doing what you're doing.
Well, not only that, but Connie had called CPS. CPS came out to Connie's house. Connie and her
really?
daughter
Okay.
were, yes. And it's out on trigger crimes.
There's a lot that I don't know because I wasn't involved in this case. So there's a
Yeah,
lot
that's
that I don't know.
that's why we're here. Because CPS was originally called for them to locate the boys because they were supposed to have visit and they didn't show up. So therefore, and there's an HB 2053 in Texas, which is a no bolo, no jurisdiction law. So if a police officer is called or a CPS officer is called, there's no jurisdiction to go look for this child in Texas. There's no county line. So therefore, I thought this is how I got involved because I had helped in 2015 getting the HB 2053 put into place in Texas back then when there was another case that was going on that a child couldn't be located in Texas, as the family had reported it. Meanwhile, the child had died in the process. So we have it going on again. So what happened was this is a repeat of a law that should have already been put in place that CPS should have followed up on it. And you'll hear them say that in the community meeting. And that is the FBI officer that is the lead officer. You just showed her in that picture. She's the dark-haired lady that was in the street. She retired or resigned during Cash's case. But she does go over to visit Connie and Cash's garden. Anyway, so and they had come to Cash's things that we had put together. But meanwhile, this is where it comes in. CPS was called to go and locate the boys because they did not show up when they were supposed to for the visit. The mom and the grandma were asked all kinds of questions. They answered them. They let them in. They did everything. Then that was in January. Come March, still no answers. They called again. So still there was nothing. Then we have June. Cash, they find Cash like this. The question, the answer that CPS had was they're sorry. They knew where they were at the whole time, but they're sorry. 3 pages of what the first intake officer passed it off to somebody else, and the second investigator didn't go and look for them. We're sorry. That's not good enough. Okay, we're sorry. It's not good enough.
Oh my
So
God, yeah.
that at this point in time, what happened was the community meeting was released through Triggered Crimes, and Triggered Crimes put it out on her channel. All these content creators just decided they didn't need to see that. They just needed to make up their own scenarios. Okay. So that's where you see what was happening out there and where this confusion and everything happened. Also, what you had was Cash's grandmother, Connie, was the beneficiary online to handle all procedures concerning Cash. And you had Molly Golightly and these other people in the middle of it interfering with the GoFundMe. They had to shut it down. So in the end, you had interference of the people on YouTube causing more of a mess, not knowing anything, nothing. We also had where the Dallas Police Department put it up on the site where Cash is that there's interference by content creators on YouTube, and please don't pay attention to them. That's out there also, which you'll find in many cases right now coming from the police departments, not to pay attention to what is happening. Police are not allowed to tell you. They're not. They're not even allowed to tell Cash's grandmother some of the stuff. Also, what you had was the video that was dropped. The girl that dropped the video, which was Monica, was not allowed to drop that video. She was not a parent to either child to drop that video with
That's who put it out.
That's right. She handed it. She made the agreement with the UK Daily. Notice how she went outside of the United States. She used UK Daily to drop that. She wasn't supposed to do that either. She just dropped. What she did. She dropped evidence. Right, so that she could, but she got charges through CPS, and so did the father get charges through CPS, and so did Darian get charges through CPS. So you have 3 people now that have charges through CPS, let alone the charges for the capital murder. But the reason why we are here through Family Forward Project and that we are carrying this out into the internet is for that reason. Just so you understand that. Because CPS was called, they did not follow through with their own law, which is an HB 2053 Texas, no bolo on a CPS call to look for a child. Their own laws. So we've been standing our ground on this. We're still following through it. Listen, 3 years we've been fighting for this, and we're still here. But for people that came out here and ran their mouth not knowing, or they had the option to know, they just decided not to. And yes, Molly Golightly did bring the casket out, and you could see cash. And that's the truth. That's what somebody had put in the chat.
Pictures. She did take pictures and brought them out.
It was an ant. No, it was an ant that Molly had smoothed over, not knowing anything. Because you have to remember, these people are so distraught. These people don't even know some people don't even know what YouTube is, right? So when you're grieving and you're thrown in this into this vortex, you have no idea what's going on. Then you have people that are out here persuading you, oh, you can do this and you can do that and you can do this. Meanwhile, you didn't know that they were doing it for their own personal gain, which is basically what is happening. You know, the beast of the belly or the belly of the beast, either way you want to look at it.
Yeah,
they didn't know that.
I've always said that the internet is the belly of the beast.
And you have innocent people who are not in the right state of mind that figured, okay, they're going to help me. Okay, that's what they see. And that's not what happens. They're not helping. Now, there are some good ones. I'm not going to say there aren't. There are some very good ones that put the story out. But still, they don't have the full story and they don't have it correct. They have pieces of it. So in order, they still didn't even go to trial yet. You know, there was content creators having mock trials on Cash's case. How can you have a mock trial without the evidence? I don't know, but they made up their own. They made up their own.
To do a quick note, I do have a question. So mom and dad were together. They had the twin boys. Mom and dad split up. Dad ended up with the boys somehow and gave them to Monica. Is that correct? Or left them to sleep there?
Well,
how did that work?
She was out on the road. She was a truck driver out on the road. And so when she went out on the road, the dad took the dad's mother originally had the boys. The dad's mother did. Okay. So their other grandmother. And then somehow that got messed up and they ended up with the dad. And they didn't know that. So Connie and the mom didn't know that at the time. And here they're supposed to show up for a visit and there's no visit. Now, before that, the dad was with a very good girlfriend that took very good care of those boys. I forget her name right now, but we have her videos. But she took very good care of them. Immaculate care. And then somehow within a split couple of weeks, this all happened. And the dad skipped out and left them boys with Monica at that house. Then come to find out, Monica had her own CPS cases along the way. So that's why they didn't get reported where they were at, and nobody called the police to say, hey, dad left me with these kids, because she would have been in trouble, even if she would.
Didn't dad have a problem?
She would have outed herself at that point, right? Because she wasn't supposed to have care and custody of anyone else's child.
Right.
She had her own trip-ups with CPS in her own life. So that's how this became such a big mess. And it's CPS that was left holding the ball, and they dropped the ball. And they clearly say that. And if you want to look up the community meeting, Trigger Crimes brought it out. And I had brought out little clips of it just to show people along the way. You have to remember, we were being attacked. The more that we were trying to prove it, we were being attacked during the way. Connie was being attacked during the way. So we had to come out here and defend, you know, and let me tell you how Cash got the nickname of Iron Man. The police named him Little Iron Man because they could not believe that where he was actually, the crime was of the killing was supposedly committed, and where he made it to. If you watch, and I don't mean to get graphic, if you watch how they clean that street, that boy got up and ran up that street with 48, I believe, 48 or 78 stab wounds.
Trying to make it back home or make it back.
Trying to find his way. Yes.
Oh,
so that's Iron Man. And that's how he is our little Iron Man. And the police carried his casket. Everybody helped out that they possibly could. They all wore Iron Man masks, you know, the mask at his funeral. We have the pictures of all that. But they named him Iron Man. That's their little Iron Man right there. And they stood at his anniversary, his butterfly release. They still to this day stick with Connie and the family. So did Tim. Help me out here. Tim's crew came in during the anniversary. That's the search and rescue. They came in with us also. But the people that surrounded us, you know, in the background of this, that had stood with us, you know, we cannot say enough about them either. But to be out here as a family and what they're doing to these families, you know, and like I cannot express this enough. They don't know. They don't know the story, so they're making this all up along the way for money. They're chasing coins out here. It's all it is. They're grifters, tragedy pimps. Okay, that they didn't even know what really started the tragedy. Okay, and that's the truth. But I will, you know, I just wanted, because to clear it up so anybody that doesn't know it, you know it now. And the grandmother.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, we got almost 1,500 people in here, and the majority of them they haven't even heard of Cash.
The grandmother that was named the beneficiary to take care of everything for the child, and there was a lot that had to be taken care of, was including headstone, burial, everything was trashed, doxed, threatened at work, threatened to be killed. You name it. We went to set up Cash's 5th birthday at his gravesite because we just had his gravestone come in. And that's another thing. The money that she had left, we had maybe $118 left after Cash because we had to shut down the GoFundMe because of other people having GoFundMes out there, or people saying, don't give to Cash's grandmother's GoFundMe, which was the right one. So we had $118 left. You hear me, guys? We go in, she has to pick out a stone now, right? So with $118, not much you can do with it. So we were like, Connie, whatever it is, we'll raise the rest. Pick what you want. We'll get the rest, whatever you need. Meanwhile, she goes in there. I give a phone call in to the gravestone place, and I say, listen, this is what's going on. Please don't listen to the grandmother. Let her pick whatever she wants. Whatever it is, we'll cover it. Just let me know. Meanwhile, he looked up the case and he called me back and he said, she's covered. Whatever she picked, she's got it. And it worked. You know, like, this is how people helped for real. Same thing with the casket. We had somebody that Cash's casket was customized, and that's Trey, and he's right in Texas. And that was he said, you know, that there's somebody's going to cover the cost for you guys. Don't worry about it. So, I mean, this is how people helped. That's the right people.
Yep.
This was amazing of how it all came and managed to pull through. Meanwhile, you had people out here attacking that grandmother the whole time with the most beautiful funeral that you could even have for this little boy. It's craziness. Pure craziness. And
I
that's
remember Molly was Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
Go
no,
ahead,
go
honey.
ahead.
You're okay. You're
No,
okay.
No, I
Go ahead.
remember Molly telling everybody how the family was poor and they shouldn't be given. They're using it for nefarious reasons. And yeah, she was one of the ones heading up that to get rid of the GoFundMe. I remember that.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. One of them. We also have Cash's bench that's out in the reservoir. That's on our page too. They did a nice little ceremony with that. Other people tried to take credit for that. Wasn't true. I mean, the stuff is so ridiculous. It's craziness. So anything you see on our page, and I'm not, listen, we are not monetized. We are not here for that. We are here for our purpose and for anybody else's purpose that they may need to see what's, what we have done. We have Cash's Garden that was put together. So we went on to do things with the family to bring some goodness into this, and it worked. It really did. So and that's Cash's case. But thanks, Queen. I appreciate it. But I just wanted to let them know how this is going and why we're still we're still stuck. We're still stuck. There's no justice yet. We're trying, but we're not there yet.
But even on that case, like, to be honest, I mean, look at this one. I mean, there's so much stuff that is going on that is just disgusting. And it's on the same level. And I thank you for all that you're doing for that.
Well, it's for all of them. We also with
Yeah.
Frankie out here with the cases that are going on. We are in touch with a lot of people. Summer's case, we came here for a reason, and we're not stopping. We took it to higher levels to see what we can do, and we know that it's tragedy pimping, and we know that it's got to be stopped. And there's a lot of people. We are just one voice. There are a lot of voices that are up in here.
And that's what Pineapple said. And this is why when some people say we're bullies and we're mean for what and who and how we cover these people, I just have to sit back and think they haven't been here long enough to have seen what many of us have already seen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why we praise you guys. Listen, that's why we come in here with you guys. Where we go sit or we land, it's because we know it's for the right reason. I don't care who's fighting with who out here. If y'all are doing this for what's right, we're still there. We're not in it. We're in our own. We got it. We had enough of it. We support everybody that is doing
you
something.
guys were, right in the thick of it, in the belly of the beast. You guys dealt with it. You were right there. You've seen it happen. You've watched it. You've been in the thick of it.
Absolutely. And if it was not for content creators that came to our rescue in the beginning, that we asked for help. And look, can you help us out? We're not, that familiar with this. And they did. And we cannot. And then it kept going. Frankie came out asking for help, and it kept going. And then you have Summer's family came out, asked for help, and it kept going. And we have some major players in this.
Yeah.
Yes, and they're awesome. And we cannot, like I said, it's from our hearts that we cannot say enough. It's not about money. We don't make money. We don't pay content creators to help us. We asked for help. They came out blazing, and that's what mattered. And they're still blazing, and that's what matters. Don't stop. The voices have to be heard. It has to be shown. It has to be called out. Straight up. And we're only a little part of this. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a big mess.
I'll join your channel. I've got several connections, like in Tennessee with senators and people like that. I want to make sure that they do try to push this through. Like, I know it's a national thing, but I'm saying, like, they need to understand how serious this stuff is, because I've talked to some of them and they're like, what are you talking about? I don't think it's, and I'm like, no, you don't get it. But I'm new. I've been here for maybe a year, And
well, we're up in there now, and the founder of Family Flower Project is a lawyer, and they literally disbarred her for sticking up for families in family court. for telling the truth. But now she's taking on the advocacy groups, and her disbarment was overturned, so we're good. And she's up in there. She's been 25 years in and out of DC, so we have a pretty solid ground. We appreciate any voices anywhere that you can go in and talk to and explain it. I clearly said, you'll hear me say it on the thing, do you believe us? And he said yes to one of the senators. I said, so we're not conspiracy theorists, right? He said, oh no, you're not. I said, thank you. Because we're not going to let it. We didn't sugarcoat it. It's real, and
No, it is
you know,
definitely real. It's
yeah.
definitely real.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
and now that TikTok's been shut down, I mean, I just wonder how many more people, just like what we were watching earlier with Julie, how many more people are going to come over here that can, I mean, that's a different platform. They're not on the same rules and stuff over on YouTube.
Well,
And
Elon's taken a hold of it over on X because Elon lost a child. So he's understanding, and we've been in contact with him, and he has already spoke out on it. So there's a lot that's happening. We just need that push, that one great big bang to get everything through at this point. And we've been working on all different angles on this. And I still, this is 3 years we've been out here. We've been sitting with a lot of people for 3 years.
You let us know. Like I said, you got a team behind you. We're here, so
Yes, I do know. Queen, I'm going to say I would not be sitting here right here, or I would not even hit this button if I didn't know. Truthfully, honestly, our trust is where we sit. Okay, that's
Absolutely
truth, and that's the unity. Yes,
I really do, and I'm honored to stand with you guys. I mean, I really am.
And we are with you. And I came to you in the beginning, and when Summers came out and you started out here with Summer, and I was like, wait a minute, let me get in here, because here she's telling the truth, and that's what matters.
That was an uphill battle. That was a hell of a battle.
Yeah. But you were telling the truth, and you were doing the right thing. Even the same thing, Leilani and Quentin's case, that was a mess. We came up here with you with that because you're telling the truth. You called out the right reasons, even though we all knew what was going on, behind the scenes with that. I mean, it's not it's a matter of, the grifting of everything that went on. You had Quantico out there. You're going to tell me Quantico's not going to find a baby, but Bullhorn Betty is? Are you kidding me?
Hey.
Well, that was the thing with Quentin Simon, is the cops had it all figured out before Betty even went there.
She was
absolutely, absolutely. They have a lot figured out. They're just not allowed to tell you.
When the chief of police came out, he goes, "This is a money-making circus. That's it. That's all."
That's it. That's all is correct. Absolutely. And I felt so bad for the grandma on this, because she was put in a tough spot, and she was really trying so hard.
Oh, she still is. Now they've released the calls between her and Leilani from the jail.
Oh, great.
Can I ask you a question though? Like, as far as like Elon with X and stuff, how does Han and them keep on posting the stuff that they're doing? Like, what are you talking about when you're saying that he's like shutting things down?
Here's what they have. There's a consultorium that's being set up now, and I'd come out and spoke about this before, because the quantum system had already kicked in. Now it's a matter of everybody working together in the quantum system on solutions and how is this going to work. Well, the consultorium, there's leaders, there's organizations, everybody's in there to come up with the solutions and the best solutions, without saying that we're just outing somebody or we're just cutting somebody off. There has to be a good reason. There has to be guidelines. There has to be rules. There has to be laws. So we're working on all the structure, infrastructure, or the foundation to this. It's just taking a long time.
Yeah.
So, in order for that to work correctly, that, we're not causing more of stepping on somebody's freedom of speech or whatever they think it is,
Right.
So it has to be done with guidelines and done correctly, so that, and it has to be done because the families, came in and did it. It was done for the right reasons. It has to be done by the people. We also you have two major cases that came out. That was Alex Jones, and then the other one was the basketball player where the mom said the helicopter crash, and the mom said don't put the pictures out, and somebody leaked the pictures. And she took them to court. So you have reference cases that they don't have. So once you have reference cases, then they can move on with this. You also have a reference a case that's out here, which was help me out here, Queen, the blonde girl in the car.
Kylie Rodney.
Yes. Kylie's mom has a case against Upchurch.
Yep.
So those are going to be case references, okay? So in order to have case law or have these things to go through correctly, they have to have these references. So that would be their reference to this is why we need this done, or this is why we're here in court. So that's what we're working on right now. And you'll see it's out here. Now I'm going to tell you something else. Queen Bee and Bullhorn Betty's case will be a reference. That eventually, once that is done, will be a solid case reference because it has a number and you can read the case and the outcome. It's considered a source reference that's solid in court. And that's history. That's making history, Queen. Seriously. And we see that
we
also.
got good results. Did you hear? Did you hear what they were?
I saw some off. I heard you in it, but I watched Burnt Toast. I was following that. Yes, and we.
You can click on her. You know what I mean? Go over to Burnt Toast.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the reference. We need that number. We need that number in there first.
I got you.
We're not going to speculate. We got the Queen number.
That's right.
Yes, we got it. So anyway, yes. So I mean, just to lighten it up a little bit, this is how it is, and it's a big mess. But see how it's working, though. When I came out here a while ago, and I kept saying, "Watch, guys, it's going to change. It's going to happen." It is. You need the foundation and the infrastructure first in order for solutions. So these cases are going to show there are solutions needed, and here's our references. And once we get the numbers of these cases and now Frankie's too. Frankie's is doing pretty good in UK. So, we have the families that are out here. We have the content creators that are doing it. And then we have Elon himself that kicked in, so there's a lot out here now. This SF thing that's going on, that too is going to end up something, I believe, if it's done correctly. That guy's got it pretty much on the mark. Let's see what he pulls through. And there's other ones also. You have to look up the ones that are already done and use their references along the way on case history. But yeah, this is really craziness, and these people think that they could just come out here and just keep doing this. This is the madness, But all right, guys, I'm gonna.
Thank you so much.
No
Thank you
problem.
so
I'm,
much.
I just hope I cleared, a little bit of it up, and we're, with you guys 100%. You know that. Queen, thanks, baby girl, again. I'm out of here. I'm going to sleep. You're up too late, Queen. Here I am. No, I'm kidding. All right, I'll see you guys. Bye-bye.
Good night, love. Yeah, it's been tough. It's a lot of families have been affected by these people. A lot. Mama Duck, yeah, I will. If you guys, if you guys want to send an email over, or you want hers, I will link it later. I need to go back and link a lot of the different videos and stuff on my channel. So, I will go back and link her email in the comment section.
Yeah.
That way, for anybody who wants it or needs it, can go back in there and grab it. So if it's not in there tonight, I'll put it in there in the morning. But I appreciate you girls. It's getting late. I'm getting tired.
Yes.
I'll catch you girls on the flip side. We'll be live in the morning. So
good night. Thanks for having me.
girls, thank you guys.
Good night, Southernish.
Good night, everybody. Good night, y'all.
Good night, Southernish.
Bye.
We'll talk to you later, love. Good night, girls. Well, good night, girls and guys. Good night, everybody. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm getting tired. It's time to go to bed. I'll catch y'all on the flip side. I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night, everybody.